stupid. That's alright. I'll see you later, Spectre. Thanks for dropping by. That's the shirt. Yes. I just put it on, just like not thinking. I was like, oh, here we go. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Come on, gamers. Let's go. This is going to be huge. Or maybe small. May contain content inappropriate for children. Overwatch 5 confirmed.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Overwatch 2 developer PvP live stream. I'm your host, Matt Mr.
Oh, these are new maps. These are new maps. These are new maps.
I'll be joined by some awesome content creators and developers from the Overwatch team as we learn more about Overwatch 2's PvP by watching some of these awesome maps in action played.
That's what's his face from Overwatch League? I forgot his name. Mr. X. There we go.
As Aaron mentioned during the developer update, everything you see today is work in progress.
Sponsored by Blue.
But being able to see some of this stuff, day in and day out, it's truly awesome. Really.
What do you mean day in day out? You've been sitting there watching it?
For you guys today. So
show me the Rio map. Show me the Rio map.
Yes. Throughout the day, I'll be joined by the members of the Overwatch dev team. It's Associate Art Director Dion Rogers, lead hero designer
Aaron looks like he's gaming, bro.
And Game Director Aaron Keller. How you guys feeling today?
The hero designers. We definitely see new heroes.
Yeah, no, it's going to be exciting. Now, we've learned so much about the PvE aspect of Overwatch 2. We've learned some stuff.
Aaron looks so tired, bless him.
With push,
no Jeff, Pepe hands.
Divs, new heroes. You saw Sojourn at BlizzCon Line.
Okay, new footage.
Has gone into the development process for Overwatch 2.
That's the Reaper character. I like this one.
We've talked a lot about the story side of Overwatch 2 and the cooperative PvE experience that we've been working on. But the Overwatch team has also been hard at work on the PvP side of the game. We're making new features, new heroes, new maps, some of which we'll be playing today.
Oh!
And we've also been looking at the way PvP is played. It's changed over time on the live game. And we'll talk about a lot of the changes that
hey guys, we removed Brick. That was like the last we got to see a Brick.
There's one in particular that I want to highlight right now because it's substantial, and I think it has a big impact on the way the entire team approaches PvP on Overwatch 2.
Okay.
And it's also something that we're all really excited about. Overwatch has always been played with 2 teams of 6 players. Overwatch 2 will be played with 2 teams of 5 players.
5v5?
Consisting of 2 support, 2 DPS, and 1 tank.
5v5!
I mean, my next question was going to be like, okay, is role queue still a thing? So we still have a breakdown across the board. It's not completely open. So 1 tank, 2 DPS, 2 supports. What led you
5v5
down the road to make this change?
There are a lot of reasons for why we wanted to make this change. As I said earlier, Overwatch has changed over time. We've gone from having no hero limits at all in the game before launch. You could pick 6 Winstons if you wanted to for your team composition, to having a hero limit. We ended up introducing a role lock over the course of the game, and we feel like this is the next step in the way that Overwatch ought to be played. If you think about it, there is
5v5 in Overwatch. 6 Winstons, remember that?
It is
yeah, I think 5v5 is
fast-paced. And
I don't know, it could be interesting.
We have always tried to make our combat easy to read and very understandable. And even with all of the work that
hey guys, don't forget to like my tweet, Smile.
Sometimes it's just hard to track what 11
maybe there'll be 2 different
doing on the battlefield. Removing 2 of those simplifies everything, and it allows players to understand everything that's happening around them and to be able to make better choices because of it. This change obviously has a really big impact.
I can't believe the tank player is about to fucking throw hands to try to like to be like, yo, I'm coming back in, bro. You know what I mean? I'm trying to shit.
Can be problematic.
It's like COD. COD switched recently from 5v5 to 4v4, and literally it was just a case of one of these players is gonna have to go.
Or when stacked.
No, don't stop.
Other tanks.
Thank you.
Can cause problems for other teams to try to
Oh shit, this is cool. Like I love the Overwatch 2 AI.
2 main tanks on the field. Sometimes
it's so much more like
that can be very oppressive to another team. I think with five players out there is a greater chance of
Yeah.
whether that's the tank on the team or some of the DPS. There's just one less player on the other team that you need to take care of, and each player now has the opportunity.
I mean,
to have
I'm not sweating because at the end of the day, like, the game
speed.
hasn't fucking gone live
tried
yet,
a
so
lot of
fucking,
different
I can't
versions
tell
of
you
this.
what's gonna go on.
Internally, we've tried 4v4 format. We've tried
I think 4v4
3
sucks. I don't like
DPS,
4v4.
2 support, 1 tank format. We even, early on in Overwatch development, we tried a 7v7 format of the game. And we always had some problems with them. And this is the sort of thing that our lead hero designer, Jeff Goodman, has really run with. And I think he probably has a little more he can say about it.
Yeah, you forgot about the
Faster pace. Yeah, I don't like 4v4, but I think 5v5 can maybe work.
That was literally one play test, and it was
That
like
was one play test, and we swore we would never do it again.
almost cut out in the middle of that play
never to be spoken about again. Yeah, Jeff. I assume that obviously changes to the tank role, but I assume there will be kind of like holistic changes overall, right? I think just changing the tanks, you probably need to rework some of the other stuff that goes on.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is a kind of change, so that impacts like the huge part of the game, obviously, and that's the thing about sort of hero design and hero balance is like.
When McGravy tweets some shit like fucking. I love the game.
To make sort of a single hero change, and maybe even like a hero rework.
I miss Jeff Gaffin's same, honestly.
To change something so fundamental as there's only one tank allowed, really kind of cascades into a lot of different.
5v5 could be good. I haven't played it. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to pass judgment until.
So, I mean, the obvious thing that probably comes up in people's mind probably immediately when we
like,
say this.
Fucking, I don't want to pass
does
judgment until the
Protog
game
work
actually
in a
like
world
fucking
where
happens.
they
You know what I
combine
mean?
Instead, like how is that as an equivalent pick? So that's sort of our first question when we first were doing it too. Like, we liked this 5v5 thing. It was super fun when we play tested it. And it has a lot of promise. But okay, we have to solve a lot of problems if we go this
But like
way.
literally, like it's gonna be really interesting. They have to rework so many characters,
Why
especially
it sort of
tanks.
has
Like,
led to this larger set of changes, and there's a lot of other changes we'll talk about as well. But it definitely cascades. For example, healing. Just healing, you can kind of focus on one tank now, and the tanks are even beefier than they are in live. The individual tanks, because this is one of them. So we're thinking, well, is it too good to just play like 2 main healers and dump healing in your tank, and is it too hard to kill now? And maybe healing is too good now, and it's just it's.
wait, what do you guys think? What do you guys think?
What we wanted to do with Overwatch 2 is look at.
I don't know how to feel.
And make sure that where we want them to be, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I'm not a designer, but I think that like this is the first real opportunity you guys have had to reset. Like, you couldn't just do this on the live game, right? I think that's kind of like what I assume, right? Is that this is like a holistic look at the game overall, and like changes that you couldn't do on live because they're just so massive.
Exactly, and like I said, there's other changes that go along with this as well.
I don't know how I feel about being the only tanks. It's the only class I play the most.
Sort of
Just,
like we just
know.
like shook the ground underneath the game like really heavily, and like all the pieces are kind of in disarray a little bit. So some of the heroes won't even be playable really by our playtesters here, because they're either heroes we're already kind of looking at heavily, or we plan on looking at heavily, so it's kind of not worth showing them in this context, or ones that we haven't addressed yet, things like that. So
yeah, I think it could be interesting. I don't know.
Context of like,
I think it'd be good because tanks have the most impacts in the game. True.
Well, I want to get
it'd be
right
interesting.
into the game. I want to see it live. I'm sure the fans want to see it live after getting all this like info. The first map we're going to be showing you guys today is New York City. Dion, what kind of map is this?
New York is a hybrid map, so
Okay, hybrid
map for Overwatch 2, and
Just Numbani
a
too.
fun new payload for players to battle over. The world building team had a great time just creating this Overwatch depiction of New York. There's tons of neat details and fun Easter eggs for the players to find. So I think it should be fun to take a look at this.
Yeah, no, when you guys showed this at BlizzCon Line, I was so excited. Obviously from New York myself, would love to see the Midtown
New York
over some of the adjustments that you guys have made to it here in Overwatch 2. Just a beautiful map.
It looks nice, actually. I like this map. I like this fucking tight turn. You fucking like you'll be drifting around the corner like, on the fucking payload.
From New York, who has spent some part.
In my Dublin map,
So
we want
it's always
islands.
been
Give
on
me
the list,
islands.
and Overwatch 2 felt like the right time to do it.
And no short of Easter eggs, I would say.
No.
On some of these
Corner
maps so
pizza.
far.
Oh, is that
Yes,
Jeff's? Oh, feels bad, man. Hold
We've
up.
been wanting to. There's a lot of people on the team from New York who have spent some
Just play the
time
Minecraft
right
Overwatch
there, so
mod.
it's always been on the list, and Overwatch 2 felt like the right time to do it.
And no short of Easter eggs, I would say.
No.
You know, on some of these maps so far.
Yeah.
You know, get some love.
That was
at
kind
the
of cool, actually. I
beginning,
like
but,
the map of
yeah,
look.
this will be our first real look at 5v5. I've had the opportunity to like kind of keeps that Overwatch, you know, fast-paced feel, but it doesn't have like the, you know, kind of the content chaos that you sometimes see of live. I think it kind of speaks to really what you were pointing to, Jeff, is that when you have, you know, that one less tank in the equation, you can actually make the tanks more aggressive and more offensive. But it's also just kind of easier for the viewer and just people at home to track.
Yeah, absolutely. And you'll see probably a lot of play here. One of the biggest things you'll notice, because there's less protection coming from tank players just to directly block bullets for the team, typically we'll find a lot more player on the map corners, map angles.
Yo, Frosty Feet, my boy! Let's go, Frosty Feet!
Dion loves this.
Yeah, they get to use the environment a lot more. It's a bit more tactical. Yeah.
Exactly.
He pushes the payload in you. Fucking monkeys,
coming
dude.
from tank players just to
Is
directly
this
block
okay?
bullets
Why is
for
it
the
just
team.
dropping in quality? 1080p, give me something. 2 times speed, give me something.
Typically we'll find a lot more.
Come
Some
on.
stuff. Yeah, Dion loves this.
Yeah, they get to use the environment a lot more. It's a bit more tactical. Yeah.
Come on, give me something.
Exactly. So it kind of, you know, that was one of the first things that came out of our original playtesting, and we were just like, this is
Okay, Norm, just go,
a
come
really
on.
good direction. I mean, like I mentioned,
Lucio and Genji, yeah, I like
know,
Lucio and
as
Genji.
society,
I like how some of them are
fast,
exactly the same, like
immediate,
Ash,
just
you know,
running in, like,
Ash,
okay, we can fix
Ana,
those.
Zen,
I think we can
Reaper,
address,
same.
you know, sort of,
Winston,
like, tank
Genji,
developments
you know,
and
fucking
all that
Lucio.
stuff, but
What am I
the
speaking
part of this
Aussie
is
again?
really
I don't
cool,
know.
so that's
Reaper's
really
retiring?
what we're
Real.
focusing on and working through these problems.
I mean,
I think something that's really
I'm not gonna say it, I'm not
interesting
gonna
about that too
I'm
is
not gonna
that
say it.
the gameplay is more fluid than it was before.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times in Overwatch you get these really hard battle lines that get drawn.
Give me Lucio content. Give me Lucio. Oh, look at that little beam thing. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Damage incoming, and so you're able to kind of move
Monkey got
around
Discord,
a
yeah.
little bit more. And you'll see it here. A lot of times, the chokes aren't as hard of a space to get through. There's still a choke in the map, and you still have to work.
I assume
at
it's
it.
gonna be
But there
DPS
can
player.
be a lot more like
I'll get in the team
pushing
for that one.
through and pulling.
Maybe
back
like a
on
trials
the
team.
choke, and it's something that I'm like personally really excited about.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how is
I don't know, you could grind it, I don't know.
5v5 moved
I'm taking
into
piss. I'm taking the
map
piss.
design? I feel like it kind of has to have a huge impact on, you know, what you guys are able to do, create different, you know, speaking about like players being able to take more control of the game, right?
This
You
is
know, creating more flanking routes, you know, more opportunity for, you know, the Ash to go to the side, get a pick, and open things up for a team.
Yeah, there's a lot more opportunity.
It feels a lot more
for players to do
flow.
that. But at the same time, when
Like I feel
when
like
you
we
go
should have
for
had
a
2 fights by
flank,
now. Maybe
you're
I'm
not
wrong.
leaving
Maybe it's
5
just because it's like
players
internal
behind, you're leaving
testing.
4 players behind, and so you kind of have to be weighing some of these.
Yeah, this
decisions in
is
your
a
head.
really
The game is just
interesting
as
game.
strategic as it was before.
Yeah, Winston's got
if not
scatter arrow,
more
Pepe
so
laugh.
because of the individual ability for players to have such a large impact on the match. I think for map design, we've always been
Game feels really slow.
really careful to make spaces that feel good just for one hero. And sometimes we might favor particular heroes in different areas, but because of that, because we're able to make a space that kind of feels good for Reaper.
Hey,
a
yo,
space that
fire
feels good
truck!
for Pharah,
Oh, that's beautiful. That's actually beautiful.
Maps as well.
Right.
That is a awesome payload, Dion, by the way.
That's cool as fuck. It's fucking like.
In the artwork of the maps, we've always placed what we consider cover objects. It just feels now with the 5v5, players will take advantage of that.
Zay,
more.
I will chase down the
Even
Reaper
in
as
previous
Winston.
maps, we planned cover objects to help protect players. Now with 5v5, they're even more effective. These artistic choices.
It's such a great point too, because we have started placing a little bit more cover in our maps. And if you go back to some of the old maps, like if you look at King's Row, that middle section, that street section.
I can't believe they put
Row,
the sick
there's
tank
one
into the
piece
fire
of
truck.
cover. In that entire section,
Yes.
it's just corners of buildings is what you're using.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. I think you can kind of see it here, even with you know, stuff like that. I know the taxis here in the streets. You know, you have the little kind of windows, the pillar to hide behind in the middle. There's a route through the subway. There's so many different kind of angles you can take. Something we saw at BlizzCon Line was the 2 Fire Strike, charge, cancel Reinhardt. I noticed something before, Jeff, when we were on with Winston. My Winston on live not able to shoot at range. Can you explain that to us a little bit?
So yeah, I was wondering if people picked up on that. So we were first watching.
Was it gonna shoot?
This is an example of some of the tank changes we're talking about in regards to 5v5, but also a larger change we're talking about making tanks a lot more aggressive, be able to be a
Go
little more
monkey,
heavy
go!
on the
Get the
side and
ash.
less just
Oh,
raw
nice.
protection.
The knockback on
So
like
this
that is so
side,
much larger than what it usually is. I swear down.
unfortunately you can't see it, but you can't do it while he's ulting. But his alternate fire there, which he's doing right now, there it is. You can charge up like a condensed blast,
Like a little
lightning
choo,
bolt,
choo.
and fire it off as a single sort of like blast attack at longer range. And so he actually.
I do like this. Yeah,
the
same. I
charge
like this
itself
UI.
is
It's kind of like
super
very like
easy to do while
minimalist
you're
and
leaping.
small.
And so there's like theoretically more burst combos you can do where you're jumping on top of somebody, charging up in the air, and burst, release it right before you land on them.
Like that
and
looks
do
really
the
nice. I
stomp
like
damage,
that. It's just so much cleaner.
You can shock them or do a quick melee combo. It's a lot more interesting things. On top of the fact that with some players know a lot of times you're shock somebody,
yes,
they're
the
getting
choke.
away, you think you can finish them, and they just fair boost away, or somebody just barely gets away. You get that extra alternate fire shot to try to take him out on the way, and it's actually interesting playing against.
This
him
one's
now,
good for HUDs, but
now
not for
we're talking
logos,
so
yeah.
fast, so sometimes you're leaving a little earlier, like, well, I'm gonna get.
But it's good for like
blasted, but just,
recognizability.
run away,
I
so,
prefer like
it's
more
good to
interesting
survive that.
logos, but whatever.
Yeah, I
Go
think that's
next.
one of the decisions all Winston players face. It's like, okay, I've jumped on this player, I've gotten
Mercy
to
does the
lead,
res.
I can either
Wow.
get my ball to finish them off, or just kind of
Mercy
but
feeding.
now
Mercy
feeding him.
feeding.
I think it kind of goes back to more like that player, agency that you were talking about, being able to kind of take over the game, being
Ammo.
able to finish it off.
Ammo.
Nano
Ammo.
boosted Ryan. This will never get old. Just seeing.
Yo, what the fuck? He
seeing
bounced
Reinhardt
off. He
have it,
hit it and he
this
went
is just-
boing, like
Fans
fucking,
out there happy
like a
that,
fucking bouncy ball.
like Dragon Blade, Ulting Genji, he was able to
Interesting.
take out his. It's kind of the bane of existence of a lot of people. But this
Yeah.
looks like, I guess, the second checkpoint, right? So
That was pain to
Still
play.
unlock the-
I'm not sure I'm a big fan of. Oh, okay, let me just say now. This feels like a new Dorado. Like a Dorado with nicer
So, it
colors.
goes so the payload kind of goes inside of the station and kind of curves around, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please drift. Please
You can see
drift.
the payload is
If this
shooting
fucking does like a Tokyo drift, fucking. Oh, you fucking poggers.
Easter egg to our
Not back on
production
wall tag.
director.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Production director on the team. Our executive producer.
So he got a name.
Yes, Chaco.
Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Come
Gonna
on.
be a fan favorite. Oh,
Go,
he's-
Chaco. Go, Chaco.
I didn't realize. I thought it was like an.
Hold up. Let me fucking screenshot his name. Oh.
Yeah, gonna be a fan favorite. Oh, he's even got it on the back. I didn't
Yeah.
realize. I thought it was like an unofficial name. Like, oh yeah, it's Chaco.
No,
but
he
nope,
rep-
he's
yeah.
got the suit.
Our executive producer said he's helped us out a lot, and it was only fitting. He has that we.
He's lived in New
honor him.
York as well,
Yeah.
so he helped out a lot on this map.
So
And we have
All my
countless
homies love
debates about
Chaco.
the right type of pizza with him as well.
yes, right.
Well, yeah, I mean, New York.
I was about to drop Chaco for Hero 32. Dude, I'll run it.
pizza, I believe it's the water, but that is probably for a different stream.
Yeah, do you really
know,
want to get into this?
My thoughts on the water in New York creating the better pizza.
Talos
dough.
is actually in this apparently. He
I
said it
think
earlier on
you'll also
Twitter.
notice, at least I noticed, the new sounds, especially when like Ash
yeah.
shoots. That is something.
Sounds very
that,
echoey.
it was discussed at BlizzCon Line, but I think it's different to kind of see it in action and also to
We
see
do-
all the other
there's a
players
lot
as
going
well.
on there.
Changes. It just makes the game feel even more realistic.
Yeah, the
Can't believe
sounds
Overwatch is
can
realistic
get
now.
Really punchy, and it just feels good.
Ooh, listen to that fucking gun sound. Can you hear that?
Heroes. But you also get more information from it. So
That feels good.
we've
That
spent
sounds
a
good.
lot
I like
of time
that.
not
It's
just,
very like.
developing what these sounds are, but how they play in different
I like
environments.
that.
So we've kind of upgraded the entire sound system across the game. So let's say when that Ash is in a site firing from that
Meaty,
room,
it sounds
you
so
really
fucking
kind of
good.
Understand where they're at and what type of environment that they're in better than you did before, and then you can kind of take that information and make different decisions, or additional decisions because of it.
All right, so we got a map complete from the offense here. Not bad. Not bad in their first go. The players are so competitive. I have to say this to the stream that we were like, yeah, this is fun. Like, everybody have a great time. And then everyone's like, put your SR in the chat. We're going to make balance teams.
Oh, man.
Like, who's playing what?
Frosty
It's,
feet, you fucking
it's just- I
cracked
feel like it's just the
legends.
nature of Overwatch, right? Like, it always starts off, yeah, let's play for fun. And then, you know, you lose a game. You're like, all right. Like,
Damage numbers, yeah. Wait, hold on.
pick it
Let
up.
me go back and see that real quick. Chuckle.
decisions. And then you can kind of take that information and make different decisions, or additional decisions because.
I like that round complete. It looks a little bit more
Wake
minimalist
up,
as
you're
well,
like,
like I said.
Why'd I do that? Like 500 SR down the drain. That's
Yeah.
so this will be an opportunity to see like Roadhog has a
Yeah,
I feel like he's just gonna be even on live. He just takes up so much space, Jeff. Like, and he takes
God,
up
I'm
so
just seeing
much
everyone in my
space
opinion
that
go on my
he gets
fucking
right. So,
timeline going, guys,
talk to me
unpopular
a little bit
opinion,
about, like,
but
the thoughts on,
I don't
the
like
Roadhog
5v5. Unpopular opinion, but I think 5v5 will be good for the game.
Interesting
We
stuff
haven't
as
played it yet.
a solo tank.
We haven't fucking played it yet.
love this
I get
stuff.
you guys all get your opinions out there, but my doggy, like, you're not even played the game yet.
But like,
Might be better
because
for it, I don't know.
once we started going to one
It's
tank,
fucking nice.
sort of the big question was like, kind of what direction are we pushing tanks now? We're trying to make Roadhog, you know, a lot more static defensively and have, you know, big barriers.
Get him.
for them to protect
Get
the
him,
team?
Speedy Rogue.
Or do we want more the opposite? Where like we take the Reinhardts and the Rissas and Sigmas and actually give them some more aggression and be a little more like
Competitive level, bottom 500. I mean, these guys are kind of
so
bad at the
definitely
game,
I'll
but then
take
again,
that
I
battle
can't
rat
speak.
after playing
Ooh,
this.
Quacktail
Like,
got fucking deleted,
not only is
mate.
it just more fun to have that kind of extra speed and aggression, but you know, a lot of what people had a lot of comments on in the past when the metas get.
I'm actually not listening to what the guy's
very
saying, I have to admit.
shields, and honestly, even sometimes when there's
Yeah,
just,
bubble charges, they're kind of like stacked.
the one
Yeah,
Arista
like
faction
like in the
that
what's it
change
called?
shields, and it's just like, you know,
It's
people
like in
commenting,
the
"Oh,
April Fool's
they're
patch."
shooting shields all the time, which so like we were definitely hearing all that, and you could see some of the balance changes. we
Yeah,
made
as I was
in the past,
saying, just
like,
April Fool's
they're
patch.
trying to address this,
Tank
but,
players are fucking molding.
once
Yep.
we got into this situation where we're like, oh, this is sort of an opportunity actually here to reduce a lot of these effects, and you know we still want them to be there and present and be important, and you can still block huge abilities. They still have a decent amount of health, but you know less than they had before. But then in response to that, you can see Reiner here. He hit the wall right there. He didn't cancel it, but you can cancel your charge, and you can get two fire strikes. So the canceling charge is one of those like sneaky things that seems like to some people might be kind of a minor change, but it almost like completely changes how he plays a lot of ways. It's actually really fun because you can it has a really fast recovery when you cancel, so you can like charge up to a group and then cancel and immediately ult and just like knock everyone down. So the fact that you can even do that is its own now like sort of mini game that people play where you can
Honestly,
kind of fuck with
like-
it. If people know you have your ult or think you have your ult,
Yeah, his shield's lower.
Right
His
up
shield's a
to
lot
them, and
lower.
they're trying not to get stunned. Like they don't want to fight you necessarily like normally because they don't want to get earth shattered.
This is
So
giving
sometimes
me
you
like
bluff people
more
that
like
really
Paladin's
power and
vibes.
have
It's
it
like a
and
little
save
bit
it or
slower.
something
Well, it's not a
like
bad
that.
thing.
And it also just allows him to, you know, get in there and be more aggressive.
But it feels almost like more strategic. I don't know.
Sacrifice
I don't
himself
fucking
for it,
know.
so
Yeah, it just sounds like another.
I don't know how Overwatch works.
Change, almost like how you kind of mentioned like stuff like that Winston combo, kind of, you know, as you're playing and testing and seeing all these different things. Like, yeah, where the Winston combo, you can, you know, load up that secondary fire, like get the jump damage, land on somebody, take them out. Like that, you kind of have like this like little meta game with like Reinhardt play, right? Where you know, now you
Control
can
and charge,
have
it's good.
this
About to Tokyo
level
Drift my
where
way
you're
to bronze,
canceling
real.
charge, you know, being able to. I remember there was one clip.
We're going
where
from,
it was
bronze
just a
down
trailer
to
where he
on- I don't know where the
charges towards
joke's
the team,
going.
cancels, and then shatters them all.
Yeah.
Being able to make plays like that just seems so sick.
He's
And,
also
you
got
know-
the ability to control his charge.
Oh, new Widow
So
skin.
you
Look at
can
that. Look at
actually
that. Look at that Widow gun.
corners more.
Oh yeah.
So
Woo!
the charge while you can cancel it's also
That new
more
Widow gun
aggressive,
kinda cracked.
more versatile. I think something else that's really
They
interesting.
get slept, nerds.
If you look at if people have noticed what's happening with Zarya, is she has 2 charges to her bubble now.
God, Ryan looks so good,
Oh,
dude. I
Sure,
like his
sure.
new shit.
It's the trick. It's actually what we playtested in.
Although I don't really know why he's trying to hit
As
a
people
Barab.
probably
Good luck,
noted,
mate. Good
like,
luck. Widow still glass cannon, yeah.
Some of those changes were, a lot of them were just silly, kind of fun, like permanently flying Sigma. But you know, there were some changes we threw in there. I was like, let's see how people react to this. I'm curious what people think. Like maybe this is something we could try. And Zarya.
Oh, almost killed that guy, but he took so much damage.
Aaron,
Fuck
you know,
me.
It's something
I
we
was,
just recently kind of
Reinhardt
put in.
main, right?
Imagine your tank throwing that hard.
Oh yeah.
It took me a while to get used to the new changes.
Reinhardt with
Once-
drip.
Once I really dug in and settled with these changes, I realized it's how I always wanted to play Reinhardt this way, basically.
Yeah.
You know, the charge in and
Yeah, we were
smash
joking about that
everything.
the other day, where even I'm like, Yeah, like the canceling the charge just feels so right that.
Yeah.
But you're
Get
so
him.
like trained to kind of how it is.
No,
like,
Lucio, come on, Lucio. Let's go. Yes!
That I was
Lucio supremacy!
Like I can just go. Like
That was what Lucio mains everywhere, dude. Come on, let's go. That was good shit. I like that. I like that. Let's go.
Life change.
Yeah, something
also
else
worth
I
noting-
think that's
go on.
really interesting here is this fight's been going on for a while. Neither tank has fallen, and the
yeah.
support had been doing such a good job at.
Hold on, let me just go back and screenshot that real quick.
Charging into wall.
I'm liking this shit. It's good so far. This is like honestly, this looks
Where
really cool.
it
I
feels
just want to play it now.
low
You know what I
on
mean?
health. There's a bunch of the enemy players focusing on you, and you're able to still come out of it. It feels so incredibly good, and you feel really powerful.
Yeah, it's I think that has to be something that you guys have kind of gotten in feedback, that from a support's point of view, you're able to dump resources into just one tank, and that also probably frees you up to do a little bit of other
Ooh.
stuff, right?
That
Where
Bap was getting a little
the
cheeky
Batiste
there.
can do a little bit
He was
more
doing his
damage,
bits. I
and
respect it. And then
Zen
he's fucking like,
can
oh, he's turned
kinda
around.
the tank and then focus on the damage that
I'm gone. I'm
probably
not
has to be
seeing that
easier
no
to
more.
supports now.
For sure. Yeah, we got a lot of feedback from support players. It's a lot easier to focus, and a lot of times.
Torb. Oh yeah, we got Torb
Torb,
here, haven't we? Fuck me.
Communication between.
Come on,
the
get
two
him, get him,
support
get him,
players
get him.
and, you know,
Dude,
you
this
have, like,
Lucio's so
person,
aggressive.
like, I'm just
Yo,
gonna
Robo
be
Angel,
on
hit me
the
up. I
same
need to know
Facebook
something, bro.
all the time.
I need to know like
Lucio or
how
something.
good you are at this game.
Spot heal, everybody else.
Oh, this UI for
Figure
for
it out.
Zen is
But
so
there's other
fucking
strats
cool. Look at
sometimes we've
this.
seen people go too big.
Zen
heal
AI is
maneuvers,
so
essentially,
fucking
and try to
hot.
just focus so hard on their tank.
No, no,
that
no, no,
you
no, no,
can
get him,
discover
get him.
bombs.
Get away, get away. I believe in you, Lucio.
So that's going to be an interesting strat too. So I'm not even sure like what the quote-unquote meta is entirely yet, especially because we're changing things all the time. I guess it's pretty hard for them to settle, but
Yeah.
it's been a lot of fun.
This Zen UI is new.
Oh yeah.
It actually looks really cool.
Yeah, the Zen AI is so cool, dude.
Incredibly new. I think.
I thought best you on this match, dude. This is more fun than Overwatch used to go. Yo, it looks better. Like his fucking like like looks so much better, dude. Holy shit.
Improve hero-specific UI stuff like this.
When
I
Frog
felt like this
now.
could use a big update and it'd be a lot more readable.
Monkey,
Yeah,
monkey,
I
monkey,
think one of
monkey.
the things I'm most excited about with the healer UI is
Monkey's
it's
gonna be
not
very
just on
interesting
Zen,
to,
but it's
like,
on Mercy
balance.
also. You see the portrait of the player that you're healing, and so it's just a lot easier to kind of figure out who you've got instead of just.
I wanna
using
play it,
something like a
dude.
nameplate, you know. And
Yeah, and it's.
I'm
not
just-
off
this
to
is
the
so
side,
cool,
right? It's, like,
dude.
center screen, so you're able.
Yeah, I want to see
still
Frog
kind of
UI.
focus
Give us
down
Frog POV.
yeah, and you can see his Discord is down there as well. So you have like Harmony and Discord orbs are kind of both shown on each side of the ult at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, is that like new like
We-
incoming victory music? You
I
hear
can
that?
Imagine the comms are.
How much have you heard that?
Everybody's starting to get pretty sweaty.
Noodle Dragon?
We
Oh, it's all like
the end of the map.
like a fucking, you know what I mean? It's like that kind of
This
goes
is
hard
really
actually. I like
good.
that.
I gotta say for you guys, probably this is probably awesome to see, like the game actually being. It's one thing that I think. To
This is
play, but
really
now to, like,
cool.
observe
Kirk, I watch your
it
funny
and
videos and I've come to watch your
obviously,
Twitch.
you
Well, I'm
know, the
sorry to
people you guys
disappoint
work
you
with
because
every
none of them
day,
are
this has
actually
to be
funny. I'm
pretty
joking.
awesome.
Thank you, Gamer Massive.
Yeah, it's
Okay, that's kind of cracked actually. That's kind of cracked.
We've been playing it in this state for a long time too, and it's always so tough.
Who's echoing? Who the fuck is
play a
echoing?
game a certain way at work and then go home and it
Who's got their fucking
operates in a
volume up?
totally different way, and you're
Yeah.
playing with people online and you can't help but think like if only you knew
Right.
what I was
Who the fuck is
playing, you
echoing?
know,
I'm about to kick
every
from the
day.
Discord.
And so
Also,
it-
thanks for
it
the follow, by the way,
feels really
Pyronix
good
Obama.
to have that out in front of our community so they can kind of see what we've been doing.
There's actually a ton of like small changes in here too. Like I'm curious if people picked up on it after one game. Like one example of a small change that actually we may end up removing, but it's in this build right now, is because we've had it for a while now, but we just had reduced discussion. Maybe we want to pull it again. Is we've actually slowed the movement acceleration rate of everybody in the game just very slightly. And the reason for that was to try to create a little more sort of prediction element to shooting an enemy, as opposed to like you can kind of
Oh,
88 and
Torb
spam a lot of
turret
times,
has
or
200
just
health
turn
apparently.
directions so fast that it was really hard to lead a shot, or
So I've just
you know,
seen this tweet
sometimes it
here,
felt like you
right? They pull it up.
guessing a little bit on which direction they're going to go. So we tried to like
I think
just
that
notch it down
has to be
just a little
something
bit,
that
so
you
you can't really feel it as much
you're
in
able
first
to
person.
point
but,
of view. You're
it's kind of one
able
of
to
the subtle
dump
things, but,
resources
after sitting with it for a while, even just like I
feedback.
think it was like last week or earlier this week.
I think
we
that
started bringing
that
up
has to be
threads.
Okay,
something
I
that
can't
you
tell
can
you.
see.
I can't tell you what the
It's
fuck
been
that
around
was.
for a
So
while.
my
Is everyone
bad.
still happy with this? So that's just
This
an
is
example of
very
like the
controversial. Like among the design team,
It
like
is,
there's
yeah.
a lot of back and forth on this one. So, but I think what whether or not we keep a change like that in the game,
This
I
is
think
going to be
what
a
it
nightmare.
speaks to
I
is
haven't played it
the,
yet. I don't know,
the
bro.
amount of systems and how deep we're looking at like the entire experience of PvP in the game.
Yeah, seems like no stone on PvP is being left like untouched, right? Where you're able to kind of look under kind of every.
Bless
rock,
Aaron
you know,
looks so
see
tired,
what you
dude.
guys want to do?
I want to
bring
just put
somebody
Aaron
from
in
the
bed.
Community,
You know what I mean?
Real quick, I can welcome in Stylosa.
Stylosa!
What do you think?
There he is!
First looks, what'd you think, man?
I'll be honest, I was a little bit skeptical when I first heard about 5v5. You know, ripped to the off tanks kind of thing. But I don't know. Based off watching that first map there on New York, I don't know. It looks quite spicy. This does. Could be quite good.
Yeah, no,
love
I'm
Sty,
really
dude.
excited. Like as somebody who I will wait in the DPS queue. You know, as long as I gotta wait. You know, but now like
His little smile is like,
you can play and
That's a
you know,
pretty
push the
shag.
pace. I'm excited to be able to kind of.
Hello,
now
Stylosa,
dive
who's
into the
hero
tank role.
32. He already
Also
knows
when I'm
it.
support, you know, to throw a few heals on my tank, then start pumping out some damage. You know.
Yeah, I mean, well, super buff tanks, you're just gonna go in, right? This is. Yeah, it's always been
That's
the
how
dumb
I'm
thing
going.
when you're playing Reinhardt, right? You don't want to charge in most of the time, but now it's like, yeah, just go in.
Yeah,
Hope for the
now. Yeah, now I'm going full throttle.
Hey, what's his music at?
We can bring Aaron and Jeff back in.
Oh, they make off
as
tanks
our
not get
next
cream
map's
from
gonna
this?
be a game
Yeah.
mode that we saw at BlizzCon.
They'll probably buff
live,
them like
BlizzCon
massively.
in
You know what I mean?
2018, it
But when they
seems
put in
like.
Uni
How
Overwatch 2 live stream,
is a push. How has the game mode
shit, I got a
changed
message.
since
I
we
gotta
last
go.
saw?
I gotta go. I need to hop into live stream now.
We
Okay.
haven't made a lot of changes to the mode itself, at least as far as like the big rules.
That was
go
a
for it.
bit.
But
That
we've
was a
continued
joke. It
developing
wasn't very
for it, so
funny.
we have more than one push
Oh, it's
map,
Canada.
in development, and I think we have more than.
Wait,
one
why is
that
there
we'll
6
even be
there?
Looking at today.
False advertising, yeah?
So
Hold on, what's that? Yeah, why there's 6? What are you doing?
in development, and I think we have more than one that we'll even be looking at. But having this robot.
Maybe it's- yeah,
move
maybe it is
back
old
and
footage.
forth in the map that makes this very special. I almost think of push more as a moving control point or a match of control more than
Maybe the push
match
mode
of
6v6?
payload.
That would be
and
so
you'll
dumbly
kinda see
complicated
the-
and it will make
the-
me
the
mad.
mode
I don't
can
know.
be really flanky. So there's a lot of other heroes in here that I think can get play in push, and a lot of that has to do with just the bi-directional nature of that robot.
Look at his
and
cheeky
also
little smile. He's
how
like,
quickly it moves.
Yeah, no.
hold up.
Nature of that robot in the map.
I can
and
do it.
also
I can do it. I can do it. Come
A lot
on.
of that has to do with just the bi-directional nature of that robot in the map, and also.
He looks so happy to be existing, dude.
Yeah, no, if you've never seen push before, there's a robot in the middle. Both teams will come out and kind of fight for it. And then once you get control, you can start pushing your
Is announcement
barricade
footage? Oh, okay,
towards,
fair play.
The opponent's spawn. It's the name push, guys. Stylosa, you played it.
Yeah, no,
at BlizzCon. How'd you find it then?
I mean, it seems like such a long time ago when I played this at BlizzCon. Yeah, it was pretty hectic. I mean, I will say though, the teams were horrendously unbalanced at BlizzCon. And I mean, I think I had like Seagull, XQC, Fran, and me were playing against random people. It was a massacre.
Be free to stay.
It didn't really matter. But yeah, it was.
He always seems to stream a day before or a day off my physics test. Ask your physics test to stop.
Just give it me.
How do you guys think it feels now in 5v5? Because the last time we saw push at
Malosa.
BlizzCon, the PvP was 6-on-6. Does it play any different, you guys feel, especially on Toronto?
A little bit. So push has always been maybe our most hectic
I'm stealing that.
mode, or our most dynamic game mode. Part of the reason for that is the way these maps are designed is we have a very sort of like wavy path that the robot travels on. So the
Okay,
objective
guys,
is
I'll
kind
be
of
completely
always-
honest. I'm not listening to a word they're saying. Like, at all. I do not know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm just looking at the colors and just getting so distracted.
in your mind's focus and kind of like worrying about where they're going to show up at any time. And so it's settled down a little bit. I still think it has that dynamic nature that we've always loved.
I have no idea what they're
It's
talking
just
about.
A little bit easier to kind of understand.
Fast paced. I think that's
Yes.
kind of the way I would put it. Like you have a lot of the buildings you can go through, different types of routes you can take. I just want to see if I can,
yeah, like, here we go. Let's jump in. That's the words I wanted to hear.
Toronto. This will be push. This is the map that we actually saw back at BlizzCon. We all had a chance to play. It was awesome.
Bro, some nerd shit. Show me some more funny. Yeah, same. I don't know about how the robot pushes. I want to see him push.
Now and see your
Oh, and the Arabic in the background too. Let's go.
Reaper is
Yo,
I think.
is Overwatch in 2070? Does fucking Overwatch just like
So is this
like
map
does
the
fucking
same
Canada
as
just become like half
BlizzCon?
Arabic? Let's go.
Or is it
I don't know.
more
I've never been to
based
Canada. I don't know what this fucking happens.
It's virtually the
That's
same.
him. That's John Hockey.
When we had the map
Good
at
bit.
BlizzCon, it was definitely a work in progress, and it's still a work in progress now. But we've had the opportunity to add additional polish and art resources into the map since then.
All the maps just look.
Tim Forden's.
I know. I see Stylos' face when we do the fly through, and he's just like smiling. And he's just like so giddy, like
Oh, Tim Forden. I get. Oh, that's so fucking
I feel
dumb.
like Push is gonna add a different type of element.
Why is Aaron trying to be
that,
like Jeff?
you know,
Voice
escorting
beard.
in,
Stop
hybrid,
existing,
like you
Aaron.
mentioned,
You're
like
cringe. No, I'm
payload-oriented
joking.
maps, and I think Push kind of
Aaron,
plays
if you're
like
watching
that a
this, I
little bit.
apologize. You're very
But
nice.
there's
I
so
guess.
much more movement, I feel like, than both of those, and just you take so many different fights all over the map. And I also love the fact that you just can't really tie on this map. I think
Jim
one of the
Forden's. I
things,
can't get over fucking
like about
Jim
Assault
Forden's.
is that you
So
can,
dumb.
you know, you have like these like long like battles.
Is there anything on
and it's
Bitcoin?
drawn,
I don't
just
invest
like,
in
I wanted
Bitcoin,
to-
not for-
I mean, maybe even
Movement?
okay, take
Lucio
a
can
loss,
move?
you know,
So say
but like this you definitely get a winner.
Yeah, definitely. And I really like game modes where the actual objective and the mechanics help pace out the speed of gameplay.
We can help.
And it was really hard for us to do that with 2CP. You can have incredibly long matches in 2CP, and sometimes
I wonder
like,
where we are.
really quick
I wonder
blowouts.
what map we're on.
And it
Do
just
we
came
know
down
what
to
map
the
we're
two
on?
teams were doing, and
Joke here
the
is
game
it's,
mode itself
Toronto,
wasn't
that's
really
the funny
doing
bit.
anything to
Everyone laugh,
enforce
please.
that the way it might in Control or in Payload. And so with Push, we have more of that, to where the game
Yo,
mode
Pun's
is
fucking
actually,
AFK in spawn.
is actually
Kick him.
helping to control the length of the match and the pace of the match.
Yeah, as you see on the clock, it's a 8-minute
8 minutes.
clock
That's
right now.
long.
So yeah, it
I
is.
think
It is pretty.
Actually, no,
fast.
because it's
I
just
think
8
definitely
minutes in general. Yeah.
intended
Okay.
with, no, some of these flames in mind.
It's
It's taken out right off the rip. Lumpy was going on.
I mean, Gradient Bessie's 45. Same, actually.
Didn't turn out so well. So does the bot unlock right away?
It takes about 30 seconds for it to unlock, and the reason we do that is we don't want a team to think that there's a certain amount of
Where's it
pressure
going?
to have all this
Come
pressure
back!
to get to it as quickly as possible. We want you to be able to be strategic
What's
with the
that?
way that you
Marianne, sorry. Sorry, I
approach
can't
the
fucking read,
bot in the
right?
middle of the
My
map,
Arabic
and
sucking
it's
error.
very similar to the way that Control works.
So we can see the robot. He's got
Where's
a name,
Soy
right?
Chan?
Yeah, his name's
Don't see
TW.
Frosty Feet now next season. I'm very upset.
That's good. It's, we see some Genji
I wanna see
play
Quirky
in
Turtle.
action.
Where my
It's-
Quirky
you
Turtle
see
at?
like all the buildings you can kind of come from.
DMV
Players,
Diva, though,
you
that's
know,
interesting.
Up above to the side, I think you can definitely see that, like, you know, fast paced. It looks you know, way more
here
like
he goes.
you can as a DPS player,
Cracked
just kinda
Deadly
go off to
Kitten
the side, make a
on the
play,
attack.
and make a- you
Here
see
to
him
ruin your
going right for
day.
the supports.
Yep. Yeah, and
He's going on for the
map,
honor.
there's
He's
still a main
dead,
path
actually.
in
What the fuck
Push.
was that? That's
It's really
cool.
important for us to have that
Wait,
in all, of
Splatoon
our,
looking ass?
in all of our map types. But there are a lot of ways to get around that and to get
300
through,
armor
and that's
Diva.
what
Wait, she's got
creates a
300
lot of
armor? That's
experience.
cracked.
Going for the remake kill. Can't blame him.
Yeah.
Get him. Get him.
Yeah, no, I'm watching this. Yeah, I'm here. I'm fixated on the gameplay. I think, yeah, I mean, this looks really.
This fucking the bat won't die. Frosty Feet's like, I'm fucking done. I'm going to shoot someone else. He just had enough.
It's changing up every single time, and it's just. To be honest, it looks
Oh,
very similar
God.
to what I played back at BlizzCon all those years ago.
Dude, he just like kept seeing fucking being unable to die, and he was like, I can't be fucking bothered. I'm gonna go shoot someone else, dude. It's too much effort.
I play a ton of.
Frosty Feet live in legend. We love a Tracer with
and
target
I'm
priority.
excited
You
that
can't
maybe
kill
not
no
everybody
one.
will run around in like a death ball, and I'll be able to kind of like play Tracer and go off to the side and make a play. I noticed too.
Good sound barrier. Keep it up, Shadow Storm. Come on, go in. Come on.
What is
Do
that?
do some shooting maybe.
I actually completely forgot about that. So many
Fantastic. Come on,
changes.
keep it up.
I was like, sound barrier doesn't give green
Great.
when I do it.
Right. So that's something we're changing up. Like everything's work in progress. It's possible to change, although we're pretty happy with it right now. This is a change to what we kind of call overhealth. This is like a larger system, which is, in Overwatch 1 you can have over armor and over shields, depending on who's giving it to you, much like you can have normal health and shields and armor. So, once we started getting into trying to create clarity and make sure the game's very readable,
Well, Lumber got
since
fucked.
like you mentioned with Zenyatta's UI and everything, that came up too. Is like, it's possible to get, especially you get into like PvE.
Did I hear a new Lucio voice line? Hold up.
Really colorful, really fast. Like
I heard that. What did he say? What did he say? Like
you mentioned with Zenyatta's
What did he say?
UI and everything. That came up too. Is like, it's possible to get, especially you get into like
Lucio
PvE
in the
talents and
robot.
stuff like that,
I don't know
your
what he
health bars
said.
get really colorful, really fast. Like you could have, and then armor, and then shields, and then over health, armor, and shields. And you could literally have 6 segmented colored health. And it was like, I can't even understand what I'm looking at right now. This is like so insane. So we ended up condensing all of the over health concepts into just one concept now. And so, it was kind of interesting. Other than Summer's EMP, over shields was more of a thematic thing than anything, because it didn't regen like
Lucio on the robot. He says Lucio on the robot. That's it. I thought he said in the robot. I was thinking in the
so it was
NG.
kind of nonsense anyway, honestly.
Yo,
So
we're
now
doing
we
the
kind of have everything very understandable
Overwatch
that,
2 PvP
you see
stream.
somebody with green, and you can see like, okay, that's not, that's over healthy. It's either going to drain, or if I shoot through it, it can't be healed and stuff like that. So it kind of helps clarify all that.
Poor Two's getting a workout going back and forth.
Yeah, fucking dude, look at him go.
I noticed before there was like a circle. So is there like kind of capture points, like progress? Does that change the respawns at all? How does that work on push?
Yeah, it does. So the robot starts in the middle of the map, and it pushes those those red barricades in front of it, and you can use those to kind of like in world see what your high watermark is. And if the robot's able to push it to the checkpoint,
Chris, main incoming real.
it
Dude,
will
I'm
unlock
actually
a
like,
forward spawn
I just
run
want to
for
play
the
it.
team that's
It's
able to
driving
do
up the
it. You
wall.
kind of see it just off to the left here behind Reinhardt. So if the attacking team can push it over there, they'll unlock that spawn point, and it gives them a big advantage in order to kind of push through the rest of the map.
And then I assume when they're when
Okay,
Two
so
starts moving the
a lot of what I'm seeing on my TL right now is people like shitting on the gameplay here.
direction.
I don't think that's the point of the gameplay. We're not trying to get like, at the end of the day, I guess they're trying to like more see how it feels for casuals to play. But at the end of the day, casual people are going to be playing it the most, not the top. I guess they will have some top 500 testing going or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, but like they're not going to be the main people playing your game. No, I don't know.
Checkpoint, and it got like
That's just
really
me.
chaotic, and you'd have no idea where you were
Oh, there
going
he
to
is.
spawn. So we kind of gave you a grace period in there, or made it a little bit stickier.
Fucking
by
itching his
by
ass.
forcing him to return to
Deserve a
the middle.
singular pogger, thank you.
Yeah, that's a good call. I can imagine if that was the case now, yeah, you would have like, if I spawned this 1 second, I would spawn close, and then like Stylosis spawns the next second, and he's far away.
Oh, they're getting fucked
And
hard
I mean, that
here. Look at
happens
this.
in Overwatch, you know. But
I'm
it
surprised they
was
didn't put a
just, it was
scatter
way
out,
too
to be
blatant
This
with
double
that.
bubble Zarya is sick.
I love this big boy. Same. Robot's called 2, as in
actually the
TWO.
recent thing we checked it in, but it's pretty new.
Is it
Give me pictures of 2. Give me pictures of 2.
We
I can't believe the robot's also Canadian. Sorry, if I have to keep stopping the stream, I'm sorry.
Increased flexibility in how you use it. She tends to be at higher charge more often. I mean, this is a good example, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
so
man.
it's actually even a lot of playtests. I can find myself like, sending a message to people. Well, what was your average energy? Would you say? Or how? I was like, you were kind of tearing it up. That seems a little insane. So, balancing
It
TBD,
looks-
but
It looks so fun though.
Oh, that was
I
some good
mean,
tracking
as
though.
somebody who loves to play Zarya, like
Maybe the Mercy is shot the bed. Who
I
knows?
also can imagine the people that I would play with on Zarya would just automatically double bubble themselves and everybody
That was our
else
first instinct, actually,
fend for
was
themselves.
like,
Yeah.
let's just run in
Go
and double
to,
bubble
go.
ourselves. But then you start to think like, actually, if I save 2 and Genji pulls out his blade on my team, I think if I double shield him and I save that up, that's going to be
yeah,
kind
I
of
didn't even think
ridiculous. So
Oh yeah.
I didn't even think of that. Like,
Drunk Rat?
yeah, not
Any
just
Ratters
applying
in
the
the
two
chat?
bubbles to yourself, but you could, because they share the charge, you could theoretically like bubble a Genji blade and then bubble him again, right?
yeah.
Or a Pharah ult
Oh yeah.
works really well.
Or just turn around. He's just like, alright.
So,
So
many,
this
is- later.
so many different ways. Like,
Yeah, so this is like, as it just kind of recently put in, coming off the back of the
I'm so excited for Overwatch
first
2,
stuff
dudes.
and
Here's the
seeing
thing,
how I feel
right?
about it, and
I'm excited
it's,
for Overwatch 2, but I'm gonna open up Overwatch later and be severely disappointed.
But it also leads to some really awesome play, so I'm kind of letting it rock for a while and see how it feels.
work in progress, but
Yep.
I like the progress on that one design.
Ooh, that little sound effect in
OT,
overtime.
How does the rule here work? I guess they
Sounds like
have
fucking
to
like
push
it
all
sounds
the
like
way to
fucking
the end, or do
Nokia
they
going off
just
like a
have to
fucking
beat
like you
the
flip phone.
time
You know
of
the
the
one
blue
like
team?
fucking oh yeah you
They
got a
just
fucking
need to
message
beat the time
buried.
of the
That's
blue
it.
team. So the win condition for push is whoever has pushed it the furthest by the end of time wins, or if you're able to push it all the way to the end of the map, you'll win instantly. So now they're unlocking their forward spawn room right here.
The tragedy strikes for the blue team. Yeah, they need to stay
Tense.
near the robot.
Who's gonna win?
I believe to keep pushing.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
I'm excited for the lore too.
So you can have
Lord.
the good old blunder where everybody walks off the objective and two.
Oh,
just
fucking
sad.
Lucio in the background.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Usually, I guess the Winston would dive him, but I guess you can't because obviously you're only tank.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
massive, massive from Curly Muster. Curly Muster. Oh, he's not able to
imagine these
carry
games
hard
go
enough.
right down to
Back
the
is
wire.
hurting.
I mean,
just as we
it's
saw there.
definitely hectic there towards the end. This is going to be quite good for Overwatch League, I'd imagine. This is. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, I think Stylus, I think to your point, like yeah, when you think about like 5v5 or 6-on-6, you're like, oh well, like does it still have that like
Curly
big,
mustache. Oh, I didn't see the
energy,
S.
like,
my
that
bad. Sorry.
fast-paced, like kind
Sorry,
of
my bad, my
and you
bad, my
see
bad.
it there. I think especially
not good
on
at
Push. I think it's why
reading.
it's such like a great
I'm not good at
representative of
reading.
the game. Is that yeah, you still have these fast-paced fights. You're able to make plays all over the map.
It sort of ramps up, right? As the match goes on, it gets
Yeah.
more and more and more intense, and woof, you have a big sort of crescendo towards the end. That's really nice. I really like that.
It's got that Overwatch music where it kind of adds to the suspense of it all.
Yeah, and push. This happens in push a lot. It goes to overtime more often than it doesn't, and it was a decision that we made when we were developing the mode, where we had to decide what was more important for push. Was it for one team to be able to get the robot all the way to the end of the map, or is it more important for the robot to be moving
Uncle Aaron.
back and forth?
Uncle
in the
Aaron.
map? Because it's really hard.
He
to
does
get
look like an
both of
uncle,
those,
doesn't he?
And so we think that this
I like
this
his, like,
mode
little
plays
quip.
better
That makes me
to
quite
have
happy.
it moving back and forth more often. And so the mode mechanics and the map design is all kind of tailored to have that, and it makes it like really exciting.
I'm
it's
seeing
just the-
people
the
fight my mentions. I'm
fast-moving,
not interested.
Fast flow of combat.
I hope we get more
right?
game modes.
I think the kind of Jeff like.
I'm curious to see how many more. Like they said, they're removing 2CP, right? So if they're replacing it with push, I'm wondering if we even need more. Like even just polish the ones that we have so much. You know what I mean? Like.
It's not a hero that you would kind of think for,
I
like,
honestly
a
don't-
aggressive type of game mode like that, but she was like.
I think if we have too many game modes, it gets very confusing for new players. You know what I mean? They need to kind of like keep it. I think if we remove 2CP,
for a lot of these,
add push, and leave it there.
taking every tank and just making them super aggro. In some cases,
That's personally my opinion.
pushing
I
some of the
fucking
more aggro
suck.
tanks and
You
making
know,
them a
I'm
little
not smart
tankier,
at
so,
all.
I mean, a
But,
lot of cases they have a lot more
fucking,
aggro
that's my
tanks,
opinion.
But, D.Va has a lot more sort of matrix juice in the can, so she can use it a lot more. So that's an example of where we didn't just like give her more missiles or something like that and let her go kill everybody. It's like she can actually protect her team a little more. So she slides a little bit closer towards, the defensive route.
There's probably players out there who want those missiles, but I'm happy. I'm happy there.
Was untertweeted.
I'm happy that it's not happening. But Stylosa, final thoughts, man. Excited to have you on. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I'm
not putting that on
very
stream, I won't
impressed
get in
with that. Much more impressed than I
Good
thought
bit,
it would
though.
be. It's been so long since I've seen push in action, and it definitely looks better 5v5. Like, yeah, I don't know. That's I want to see more. I want to see more of this. Like, you know, I feel hard done by just getting one game. You know?
Yeah, Stylos is not going to leave the call. He's just going to plant his stake.
They're gonna
down
fucking
and just
kick him
hang
now,
out.
watch
But,
it.
guys, we're going to go for a quick break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, Super's going to join the show, give his thoughts.
All right, guys, I think I'm done. Good stream. It was a good stream while it lasted. I think we're done. That was a bit. That was a funny. Can't wait for the Overwatch stream to go down. God, he's gonna say something as well. He's gonna be like, "What the fuck do you mean you're fucking replacing?" I don't know. It could be interesting. I think it could be interesting. I'm seeing a lot of people get really fucking pissed off about like tank removal. I don't know. Join us later when the Twitch.tv, the Master Crook, join us for some Overwatch 2 gameplay. God, imagine. If I can like check my Discord to get a message, it's like, oh shit. Fucking crack, Speedy Rogue. Let's go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Overwatch 2 PvP developer livestream. I'm Mitch Leslie, and already we've seen a ton of what is in the works for Overwatch 2 PvP. There's a lot to take in, obviously, with new maps, new game types, and changes, of course, to some of the core mechanics of the game. So we're going to rehash a couple of things, of course, over the next few maps, but we want to drill down on a couple of the things we've already talked about so far. To help me do that now, we'll be joining our Overwatch League superstar, Matthew Super Delici, of course, is everybody's favorite neighborhood main tank. How you doing, Super? Obviously, big news today. I'd love to get some of your initial thoughts on it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, first of all. I mean, the tank changes, that's definitely the one that, you know, kind of stuck out to me. The fact that, you know, only one tank, because I'm a tank player, and, you know, my experience with tank, you know, it goes up, it goes down. Sometimes you get bullied as a tank with two. So I'm curious to see how that's going to progress and change to make it so that it's a lot easier for one tank to be, you know,
pick up the phone
and not have as many struggles.
Phone.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that I think you watch in any sort of tank.
Oh, Froggerton.
Stream right now, you can sort of see plenty of the ups and also some of the.
Everybody say hello to Frogger. He's here. He's in my house. He's threatening me again.
My mic fucking work? Oh, it is sick.
There we go. Lovely. Here's Frogger. He's here now.
When you first.
How do you think about Super?
Everyone is so angry. It's
Dude,
so funny.
It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, I thought that was,
I'm just watching everyone on my TF. It's only tank players. Everyone else like, well, actually no. Tell lights. There's a lot of people being pissed.
No, a lot of casuals are really angry because six stacking is like dead.
Who has 6 friends?
Exactly, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
don't get me wrong. That was a thing. That was a problem back in like the year like fucking 2000 and like 2002, right? But like fucking nowadays, I can't get 6 friends to get together. Maximum I'll get you getting 5, and then we'll have some other rando. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we're not talking to us and Matsu brothers shit. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You saw
I was like, the 5v5 thing, like there was the theories of it going around.
I heard it a few
like, in
times, yeah.
clips.
can sort of tap into.
And I was like,
in a moment. And of
yeah,
course,
maybe it'll be a
we'll
thing.
be
Personally, I
joined
think it'd be
in
cool.
just a moment by
I like
members
it.
of our development
I
team
think-
as well
Well,
to
like, I'm
get
kind of
context
I'm on the fence
of
about it. I mean, like, one less tank to heal. I
here.
can't fucking complain about that.
Yeah, but if your
it's
Reinhardt
great.
feeds, it's all over. You know what I mean?
Jeff Goodman, of course, the lead hero designer on
Yeah,
Oh.
and it's like,
and Dion Rogers are associated
the whole
with
issue
Tiger
is that
Guys.
no
Thank
one
you
wants
so
a
much
Q
for
tank.
joining us
Like,
today.
they're never, it's never gonna get fixed, no matter what. No one's ever gonna want a Q tank, like ever. So it's always gonna be long Q. It means faster Q times of DPS, faster Q times of support. So
Yeah.
you know, but everyone was like, so everyone's angry about it. Everyone's like, I'm dropping Overwatch 2, I'm done. Like, people have not, like, they can change this at any point. But
Yeah. Like, this isn't, like, set in stone at the end of the day. Like, if it really does turn out this is just fucking dog and it sucks, then, like, they'll just go, okay, change it back. Like, it's still early days, I guess. Honestly, like, I really... I don't want to judge it too heavily. I know a lot of people are pissed off because they're like, oh, they work my fucking job. Which, yeah, I can respect that. I can understand why a lot of people are getting upset about that. And obviously job security kind of, like, losing job security kind of fucking sucks. It's like COD recently changed from 5 to 4v4. Like, so many people got moved to the sub role or just kicked off teams entirely. But from a casual perspective, I don't know. I just want to try it out and then find out how it feels. The game looks a little bit slower, but, like, more impactful, if you know what I mean. Well, I think could be more fun.
I was saying, like, this game is going to look so much better to watch. I swear to God, I am
Oh my
so
God.
bored of watching the Overwatch League because of how chaotic and, like,
There's
impossible
so,
to watch it
dude,
is.
it's so non-beginner friendly. You can't tell what's going on. Even in fucking while playing the game, my fucking ADHD is going whenever fucking one person pops a note. I can't see shit no more. Like, my brain's just like 5v5 thing. Yeah, like you said, it's gonna be good. I like that. I don't know. I just want to play it. I just want to play it, bro.
I think 5v5 is so much better for, like, people are going to be like, oh no, you know, it ruins competitive and all that. But like I said, pro players have a full year to figure out what they want to do. I mean, who knows? Every single pro player could literally swap roles and all that. Like,
I mean, maybe
they're freaking out, but, like,
maybe they make more changes. Like, sorry, you go. Sorry.
Nah, you're cool. Also, I like this map here, the Lucio little DJ board. That's cool.
So that was what's it called? The one they showed at, like, the story mode, wasn't it?
Yeah, so this is
I think.
Oh,
Lucio Boop!
For those that don't know,
If it's on Rio Janeiro or whatever it is.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's just showing boop changes for tanks.
So in this case, you can see tanks have.
That's not terrible.
I believe tanks are fucking... But then again, if there's only one tank, I think it kind of, like, makes sense then. You know what I mean?
Knock them around quite so easily, which thematically
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense too, but if you're a tank player,
But the
like
game
this,
is more reliant on
Lucio
tanks,
and,
so...
Yeah, like, it's not fair to, like, boop them off. Although I think it would be funny.
Not be able to control your character as well. So that's,
No, but, like, if your tank feeds, people are gonna lose it.
Oh, dude.
Tanks, especially tanks like Roadhog,
Oof. Dude, imagine, you fucking Reinhardt. You queue in, you see Super and Reinhardt, you go, oh no.
enemy team, especially if you're trying to be aggressive, which is what we're trying to incentivize.
You queue in, you see Frogger on Reinhardt, you go, oh no.
Charge and try to get hammer swings in there to build your ult.
Yeah, no, I feel like there will be a lot of pressure to just play, like, the one tank now as
Yeah.
well.
Shooting an enemy
Like,
tank
it's kind of a,
damages
you know,
ultimately.
like, I was thinking, like, this would be good if there was maybe no role queue, but then again, like, the tank changes would mess it up a lot because all that. I don't know, my opinion is without, like, you know, I wouldn't say this on a bigger stream because people are going to lose their shit, but, like, I think a lot of Overwatch players just hate change. They just want to play Ryan Zarya forever.
You're not
They
wrong,
just
dude.
want to play the exact same comps, and it's really annoying.
It's
I mean,
like-
then again, I'm saying that as I'm a freaking one trick.
No, for real, no, you're right, you're right. Like, speaking it, like, it's like all the Mercy changes, for example. Mercy mains are still pissed at that.
But we have
Like,
fans that are hard,
Like, you know, like, you change any hero and people get pissed off. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's just
People do not like change.
No.
It's
I
just how
mean,
it is.
don't get me wrong, I understand why people get pissed off, you know what I mean? But, like, at the same time, it's like, sometimes you change after the better in terms of gameplay. Like, it's not fun to play against a Mercy who reses fucking everyone. You win the fight, Mercy comes out of nowhere, reses. What can you do to that? I don't know. Especially, like I feel like, obviously, everyone's like, oh yeah, Mercy's, like, countable, just shoot her. But, like, you've got to rely on the fact that your whole team needs to shoot at her, of which, in a lot of lower ranks, it's fucking impossible. I can call up Mercy until my fucking throat goes dry. They won't see her. I don't know.
Yeah, Mercy was like the Mass Res was like the first thing that actually made me angry in like Overwatch because I would play literally the
And
hunter.
then
I would just
the
hunt down
support
Mercies,
changes
and
is- this is
she'd
probably
get like
something
really
that
low,
a
then
lot
she'd
of
just go,
mains especially are gonna love to
wee,
hear.
and
I'm here now.
and I'd lose my shit.
After a certain amount of time of not
Yeah,
taking
it's
Nah,
just
it
so
was just
fucking
like-
annoying.
Mercy's passive.
Yeah.
Right.
I
exactly.
just,
Mercy's
I'm happy it's
passive
no longer there.
a lot less of a degree, and Mercy's passive also.
I think it's just funny. I feel like Super has not been
But this
told
is
that it
still
was
there,
going to be like
so,
5v5.
Dude, he looks
So,
so
like, he's just
pissed
coming to-
off.
You know, obviously when you're really
He's
low,
just
yeah,
coming to
it's
the
not
stream and
easy.
he's like,
So
but
Mercy,
like
this is
again, like
figure
everyone has a
out, you're
year
like,
to figure shit out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Like,
waste my nades
It's
on
not
this
like
stuff.
it's
know-
not like COD where they literally told him like 2 or 3 months, like it was revealed to everyone 2 or 3 months before. This is like, well, we don't even know when the game's coming out yet.
That's
Like,
been really awesome, especially.
although
for
to be honest, it's kind of
designing
frustrating to see them
heroes.
actually
I
like
feel
talk
like
about the
this is
game and
something
everyone's
design
going,
where it's like, okay, well, almost some
talk about the
mechanic
game,
that
like,
feels
openly,
like
like this is what's happening in development. Everyone's going, what the
much
fuck do you mean?
whatever is always
Like
the
they're
way.
just getting really pissed off at him. Like I feel like this is like the reaction we're getting right now is gonna make him even want to not do stuff like this again. Of which, God forbid they don't, because I'd like them to. Does that make sense? No.
Double regen, if your shields are regen.
Good shit.
Those
Dude,
heroes
if I'm
still
speaking
retain
too
their
fast, like,
extra
and just don't make sense, just let me know. I'm just chatting.
It's a lot nicer
Mm.
for Ana.
no, you're fine. I am. It's 6 a.m. here, so I'm half
Really?
asleep. But I get what you're saying.
Respectable.
Hold on a second, I'm gonna grab a water.
Okay, grab a water.
So,
Oh, yeah.
because May seems like she's been changed
Yeah.
pretty drastically, at least in terms of how she
Yeah.
operates.
So this is actually the kind of tip of the iceberg, and some changes I can talk about. But
This I like. This is
person we sort
important.
of checked
That's
into the
important.
build and would
I like
wanna play
that.
with for a long time. So if you notice here, she doesn't actually fully freeze the enemy here at all. She still slows them.
Ooh! You see that shit? You see that shit? That's so cool.
Compensation, of course, does a lot more damage. So it's it's really
I
scary
like
if you're
that.
getting hit by her because you're taking damage and you're slow.
Monkey
But,
hit
of course,
scan.
There's a lot of ways to escape. You can have help and everything, but you never actually get in that lockdown state and be like, okay, well, here's the free headshot. Freeze the enemy here at all. She's still
That's so cool, dude.
targets. So, and you're doing so much damage now. If you can, it's kind of fun to play this game and try to get all this extra damage because you could straight up just kill people now by piercing through a tank, or certainly if Zarya's ulting or something like that, you can just pierce through everybody and just kill them yourself. So it's kind of
Sniper monkey! That's what it is!
back and forth.
Sniper monkey!
But as I mentioned,
I've been trying to remember what the fucking thing was.
What we're really playing around with, and this isn't actually in the
Sniper monkey.
hasn't quite been successful.
Oh yeah, there's
enough
like
to quite
there's
put it in the build
one
yet,
clip
but this
earlier
is something we're
I
looking
clipped.
at,
I thought it was
is
so funny. I don't know why I
looking at
find it
crowd
so
control
funny.
across the whole game. Like, where do we want it to be? Who should have it? Because we could certainly are.
Which one is
we've
it?
got over
Pull it
time,
up, pull it up,
totally
pull it up.
understand and respect, like, sometimes you're
This
playing
one.
against the
Hold up.
CC team.
I don't know. I don't know why this
Blaze,
just sounds so funny.
Free and whatever, and especially as a tank. I'm sure you're well aware of this. And you're just like,
Hold up.
oh
I'll
my
pull this
God,
up
I
one
hate
sec.
my life.
My entire thing's
So
crashing right now.
we-
Oh really? All you need is audio.
Um,
Yeah, I just fucking hold up one sec.
Okay. Tanks should probably have CC. They're all about space.
Tanks will probably
control,
have CC.
And, they have that role to be able to
Another
Oh,
sniper.
yeah.
Winston sniper.
take that those great opportunities.
Here we go.
But should as many DPS heroes have CC as maybe McCree doesn't need a stun, and so we're looking at all of these, especially mostly actually really the DPS and the supports.
Maybe McCree doesn't
currently,
need a
like,
stun.
Again, this is
God.
really hot off the presses because it's not even.
Oh,
Less
that would
stuns in
be
my video
great.
game?
Probably
Thank
thinking,
fuck.
like, Ana's pretty cool right now. People are generally pretty cool with her sleep.
I hate McCree stun with a burning passion.
A lot
This
of
is water, by the way. Don't freak out.
just keep
You hear
going.
it.
I'm
I
not, like, a
believe.
fan of
Understand,
defense, it just
man.
kinda hits everybody.
Yeah, now if you've never seen Push before, there's a robot.
If you've never seen Push before, there's a robot.
But, like, McCree, probably not so cool, even though he's sort of like.
I was
running
like,
on McCree's
oh,
on his
I don't know
side.
why. I just found it so
It's like,
funny.
Okay,
Hmm.
well.
It's like, no way, there's a
Get
robot.
something else. What if it worked a different way? Of course, that almost has as many ramifications as the tank changes, because
Yeah.
it's like now we're talking about, okay, we take all the CC away, Tracer, Doomfist, Wrecking Ball. These heroes are just like out of control now, right? Because like they're sort of heavily
Sniper
countered by
monkey.
CC, so,
I keep
we have to
laughing at
change those
Sniper Monkey,
heroes,
that's my
of course,
bad.
As well as the compensation for the CC heroes. So that is something that's like heavily in progress, and I'm hopeful that I think we'll be able to get some reductions in there. I'm sure. I think a lot of our fans would like to see it. So trying to, a lot of these changes, including. the
Oh
changes,
man, they
take
should have
back
told
to,
Super in advance. He just.
Oh, bro,
doesn't
he
look
looks
happy.
so pissed off. He's sitting there just watching his millions drain from his bank account.
Wondering if it is this game
Man's gonna come on the stream with that. He's gonna be like, "Hey guys."
There's gonna be. I'm gonna see so many people fucking like retire today. My TL for real. Like, I don't know how I feel. I don't know like how I feel about it. Again, it's gonna be one of those where it's like depends on how the game. But then yeah, it's good.
Usually, mate, it's hard to get you to stop talking, but
Yeah, he's not saying
know.
anything. He's holding back.
Let's talk about how you think the role of
Oh god,
like
in this regard is going to change in maybe an Overwatch 2 and sort of some of your thoughts about where the CC is going. How's it going to feel?
What is it?
You know, you have a rock hard mental, dude. Like the way you sit on that stream and you just go. But tell us how you think this sort of changes.
Yeah, so that was kind of
Yes, if
big
you have a
worry of
rock
mine
hard
was, like,
mental.
to say one tank, and then I'm thinking current Overwatch where you're playing against a Brig and then an Ana and then a McCree and a Mei, and then you're stun locked for 17 seconds, then you want to alt F4. But if they're if it is looking at the rest of the CC in the game and you're looking to reduce that across the board, and then on top of that you're adding more utility to tanks, I think that's it's going to make it easier to do that. Because I have felt that CC is kind of it's a little out there sometimes. It's not always the most fun to play against. And especially for me, I always felt that displacement CC was almost more egregious than like stuns, because like if you get booped by like a Lucio and like a Brig whip shot or a ball that can like swing back and forth, I always felt that was more like annoying and frustrating to play against, because you couldn't really control that. Like you kind of just got knocked everywhere, and that was just the way it was.
Okay, well basically he's trying to say it as nicely as possible. Hey guys, we got less CC. That's good.
Like everything across the board.
Yeah,
definitely.
But
the
you
nice
know
thing
what
is
is
we have
really
this new
funny?
tuning knob
Well,
of the tank passage to say,
I'm betting it right
if you
now.
saw
Lucio
Lucio
gets
go to
like
boost
0
and he was off
changes.
cliffs or
Like he
something,
does
he's
not
that
change at
strong.
all.
But we still
Oh,
think
he's a
teams
perfect
can
hero.
boost
Why'd you
and
change
dial that
perfection?
back reduction up a little bit for
That's-
tanks, so they're less effective.
I mean, what would you change about him? Like honestly, like if we're especially if we're going to 5v5.
That's nice to hear.
I mean, we're drilling down pretty heavily into like.
I want to do that change where it's either you get like 2 boop charges, or if you boop someone into a wall, like it does additional damage and it
I think
slows
that'd
them
be
a
cool.
bit.
Yeah.
Our next map is really
Like
Kind of like
booping into
Doomfist
a-
punch, but like
Yeah.
obviously not like Doomfist damage.
Rio!
Like,
sorry.
you know.
really known for it. Talk to us.
I am really excited for this map.
Yo! Did you see that? Did you see that? That's so
is actually
fucking cool. That is so cool. That is so cool.
Yeah, so Rio, another map we wanted to do for a long time. We have several artists on the team.
That is so fucking cool.
Life there.
I'm sorry,
So
I
it's
just,
pretty
you know
fun
me,
to
I fucking love this
kinda
shit,
dive in
dude.
and see this
Oh, this is
Overwatch
nice.
version of Rio, the beautifully painted.
Dude, I was like, Lucio Law. Dude, Lucio Bar, dude. Lucio, dude.
The team loves going
It looks
to
like a
Brazilian
fucking
barbecue,
Joker
so one of the
town.
Spawn rooms is a Brazilian barbecue.
Yeah.
Place, it's another map. We're just
Oh,
having
this
a lot
is
of
so
fun
fucking
creating
cool.
different details
And dude, like, it's like his club, but like everyone's like chilling. They've got little flats. Oh, yo, and he's got his own fucking DJ decks and everything, dude. I'm sorry if I'm fucking like simping over this man too hard, dude. Wait, internal monologue. Those are new songs. These are new songs. These are new songs.
Brazilian barbecue. It's fun and sunny and colorful. And I think it's a map that feels like Overwatch when you play it.
These are new Lucio songs, dude.
Already that sort of signature vibrance.
Monkey.
That, so many of Overwatch's maps have been credited for is there. Can you obviously I don't want you to give away too much of the story, but is there a context here? Like where are the attackers starting from? Because I see some beach.
Looks empty as fuck because there's no players in it.
Fleshed out here.
Lucio's home.
I just fucking
Okay,
love
so
this
the
shit, dude.
defense actually starts in Lucio's home. So yeah, obviously there's a story layer to Overwatch that we want to tell. So Lucio plays a big part of that. So
Lucio plays a big part. He's not dead.
a little hint of where we're going with that, but we're not talking too heavily about it.
Lucio,
This is a memorial
Also,
map.
Lucio's club is always and if it was real, people could come there.
This man's got a memorial.
What if he's yeah? They're not pick Lucio or nothing. Dude, sometimes I can still hear his voice.
Can't play him in this map. That's the secret passive in this map.
We'll just have to wait and see how closely.
Oh, boy.
The game. You saw a little bit at BlizzCon a while ago, but there's definitely.
Yo, Frosty
Overwatch
Feet.
League pro player.
Right, so this
So I
Overwatch
do
League
have a
pro
question for Jeff.
player
Sorry to cut you
predicts
off,
that fucking
but I do have a
Lucio is
question
dead.
That's fine. So if I'm pretty sure like way back.
No, I
in
think
the
this map
day, there
looks
was, like,
sick.
an
I think it
interview
looks
that I read
beautiful.
I think it
where
goes hard, dude.
5 was
Also, I
too
like New
small
Mercy
and
Beam.
7
It
was
looks
too
good.
big.
Yeah, like New Mercy and the fucking Zenyatta shit as well looks so
I'm
good.
kinda
Like
curious
Zenyatta
to
AI.
where along, like,
Oh yeah, New Mercy
Overwatch
Beam looks different. Yeah, it looks kind of like a
philosophy changed. Like, was it roll lock? Was it like people
Sure.
learning how to play the game better? Like, you know what I
Pretty
mean?
much
Yeah, they literally there's not
yeah,
picking
I mean,
Lucio, dude.
I mean, we've
I think he's
touched-
actually dead, no
yeah,
joke.
touched on at the beginning, like before everything.
Be banned from
just played
Overwatch,
five
don't play
instances
Lucio
back
on
in the
Real.
internal
I guess all these
tournament
guys get
for
banned.
strategy.
The
5
quick
instances in a Zenyatta. It was sort of like, oh my god, this seems like maybe a problem, or is this cool? We don't
So
know.
I guess there's not a cooldown on
So, like,
Winston's
obviously, when you're building
range
really
burst, right?
anything,
I guess.
you
I
try
guess
to
maybe
make
it's
the
like
best
a May thing where it's like there's just time to charge
have
up
the game in
almost.
the wild, get in everybody else's hands,
Oh wait,
and
does he use
it takes
ammo?
for a while, and you make
I
your
think
changes.
Damn, that
so.
Hanzo went flying.
Depending on the stuff that
Hanzo
changes,
fucking
so
dead.
I think over time.
Also,
Mm.
I was like, I saw lamp. It comes up like really slow now, and I was like, oh, they changed lamp, but no, it's the exact same.
Oh, is it
It's
just
still
like
the
a
same.
is it just a like a POV thing, like a look at it?
It's just
Yeah,
a better
like-
animation. Basically, it just looks smoother.
Okay.
Just much better. Maybe we were wrong.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how it went.
Although
You know what I mean?
People always say it's kind of a design thing.
Yeah.
People say you're not
Yeah, that's
necessarily
not bad.
wrong at the time. Just 'cause
Ban
you're
these
wrong,
people
but
not playing
that's
Lucio,
just-
dude. I want to ban them, dude.
Yeah.
Switch to Lucio. I want to see him like fucking
But,
getting his fucking like little like what's it called? What's the carnival called in Brazil? I forgot. I didn't watch Rio.
Isn't it just called Carnival?
Is it called Carnival? Maybe.
It
was.
And we kind of teased, these payloads. This is, I mean,
I'm so
I
fucking.
love how
Kiko,
Kiko, like, an EMP to just kill all the Omnics there. Rio de Janeiro party.
Dude, it looks so good. It looks so pretty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry by the way if I'm like
What
fucking.
I'm seeing already
Cutting you off, by the way,
is
my
real
bad.
difference in map
I'm
geometry,
fine.
right?
My brain's
As
so
we move into
small,
second
like-
phase, all of a sudden it's less about chokes and overpasses.
I like the way second point's designed. It's really good.
Of all these
Mm.
buildings and so much high ground.
It looks really nice actually. This map looks really cool. I like this like slope.
Yeah, it feels closed in, but like you have a bunch of flanks, and you can go on all those rooftops as well. So like it's
Oh, yeah.
One thing we're trying more of this phased approach with the visuals and the gameplay as we move.
Dude, I'm gonna spend all my time in fucking
So
Rio
you
map,
saw
dude.
it's a bit more open. As
Honestly.
you get the payload, there's a feeling of change.
I think they capture like maps really well.
So this
Like I don't really like it when they do like all these futuristic maps or like
much more clear in some of the newer maps.
Yeah.
basically in places that don't exist, like the moon, for example.
One thing that I, maybe
The moon
it's
is
just
so
like, they
weird.
make
Like,
it really-
coincidence, but I feel like
I like this map. It
makes
just
it pretty accurate.
This one feels
Overwatch
like
one,
almost
specifically,
like.
I think like Hanamura first,
I mean, obviously
or, like,
colors
going
aside,
through King's Row
it
second,
feels like
they're very,
something you
like,
would
tight
find in
and,
real
like,
life.
It's like perfect
Colors
for, like, a
aside.
Reinhardt shield to spread across, and it can be like, you know,
Obviously,
pain
you
to
know,
get
my
through those
dude. Do you hear the
sometimes,
widow
'cause they
sounds?
really have, like, one way
Fucking
to go through. But I'm seeing at least
Yeah, it sounds pretty
in the other
cool.
two
Yeah.
maps
Feels
where
like
that
it's
a lot
yeah.
more
Monkey's fucking
a
dead.
lot more flanks and ways to access the point, and I think that's overall better for the design because I feel like when you, especially on Hanamura first, like going through that choke is kind of, you know, it can be a real. It can be
Here we
real
go,
fun
Lucio-
sometimes,
Lucio
like,
map.
If you're just not
Real.
clicking, or if it's just, you know, they have a hard.
This is
time
just like
that
Dorado.
players can't
It's just
counter.
Dorado with more like added
I think it's just
parts.
better overall.
Hybrid's now
we
just
wanna
2
give players
points.
more
Like
options
it's
to solve
Oh wait.
a problem
Yeah, no, you're
and
right. You're
show-
right.
show
Actually,
They have a few
Yeah,
more
dude.
options.
I remember they said something
Wait,
like
no.
they
don't have to rely fully on
fucking
the tank.
they
Power.
no,
something
wait, it was always
something.
like that. Was it always like that?
Yeah, that's
Wait,
always the thing.
First
Trying to
point.
Yeah, it was.
improve
It
the
was.
Yeah, no,
It
never
was.
mind. Yeah, fuck it. Rip.
Are there
situations.
gonna be?
I don't know why I thought that was so
We're,
weird.
we're just
but
fucking
that's normal.
dumb. We're just fucking dumb, dude.
We don't
Oh,
know.
Dragon
Say,
looks
is that
cool.
secret,
No.
or-
It
Yeah,
actually
Dragon
looks like the
looks great.
cinematic dragons.
Yeah, fair enough.
So obviously,
Like all the
you've got-
sparks and
you've got
shit.
one
Maybe they
hero
took that out
on
because
field,
like
your
sparks
maps
themselves, so
are
it's like too
much
intensive.
more,
Obviously, it's been like fucking
labyrinthine, I guess,
5
so to
years.
speak,
Everyone's
right? It's
computer's
just
improved.
You know, there's so much more.
Obviously, they're doing
granular.
it on, like,
Hey,
PS5.
Dumont looks different.
How
Let's
do you
see.
sort of balance
Ooh, it's
how
very
much it is, right? 'Cause
sparky.
there's a sense where, like,
They just got so many
Yeah,
more
'cause I-
sparks.
if you go too far one
Because I
direction,
remember when I
it's like
asked,
barren. Here, like, everything-
Like I asked it like a year ago when Overwatch 2 got announced in the Discord. I was like, what's like the deal with visual clutter? And they said they were gonna like do some stuff to reduce it, but I think it's not really like an issue because of 5 players.
If there's one less player, then there's like that much more less visual clutter, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely more detailed than before. And
Imagine you
Again, the
fucking,
more
you only get one
options,
tank and
there's
someone
more
locks ball.
passageways
What the
you
fuck
can
do you
build
do?
in.
You fucking like surrender right there and then you leave game.
build strategies from, but ultimately the maps are
Like,
fairly
here's the thing
similar size to
that a lot of
previous.
people
You're
are
just seeing
missing
a lot more
about the whole
detail
one
on the
tank thing.
Overwatch 2
It
engine. We
makes
have a lot of cool upgrades that allow us
it makes
to do
heal
more
comps
about keeping a
really,
smooth
like,
performance.
unique now. It's not the just same shit.
Yeah, it's something.
You run Lucio Mercy, everyone gets tilted. You run Lucio Zen, everyone gets tilted. You run pretty much any low healing comp, the tanks just whinge and complain.
Yeah.
It's like only one tank to heal now, so it's like less of an issue. And like the tanks have utility to keep themselves alive as well.
More varied team comp sort of thing. That's the thing, like we got 6v6, but it's usually the same sort of thing over and over and over again, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I kind of feel, I feel that.
There's so much going on.
Roggle with a smart take. This man's incredibly intelligent when he wants to be.
Like taking that middle
He doesn't want to be smart often, trust me.
You know, really important.
That's a joke. I love you.
Fantastic.
Give you a little smooch on the lips.
Because you have all these upper flank
Well, no, it's just people are just not really thinking of the positives. People are instantly going into negatives. That's just how Overwatch players are, unfortunately.
I think they're just
sad.
They're very sad.
It's so powerful. You can see where Widow is.
No, I love this shit, dude. I want to go to this club IRL. I mean, the colors are disgusting, but that's what makes me love it, you know?
Is Universal
Oh, wait, is that a little frog?
Just as a result of the tank changes that it seems
Yeah, I was like trying to look at that. I don't know what it was.
The frog. It's like a frog.
And we don't have. They're probably. I can't remember exactly.
Frog
all
visualizer.
Visual changes, but I think we probably adjusted a few heroes here and there. May have gone up or down on their costs, but it's almost.
I wonder if there's like an Easter egg to like make music play.
Oh, dude, I hope there is.
As well, so it makes it a little bit harder.
Although looking at Widow is an interesting example. We haven't adjusted the snipers too much yet, but we're keeping a really close eye on them because a lot of what sort of
I love Lucio. I want Lucio's autograph. He's so awesome. Who doesn't?
Playing as
Who
Widow
fucking
against
does?
Oh yeah, and
know,
people
like,
were saying like
Wrecking Ball only or something like that. Like
casually it's ruined, but people are forgetting that PvE exists.
Yeah, honestly, the people I've seen complaining are the pros. The people I've seen getting excited are the casuals. Like,
The casuals are pretty mad too.
Are
Like,
they?
they are pretty mad.
maybe it's just my TL. Maybe it's just my bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, yeah, like you said, like, fucking casuals can just chill.
Oh yeah, there is a frog.
Change like this.
Look at this setup.
Dude, this setup's so
You
cool.
know, we talk about how sort of tanks have
Hold
changed
up.
now to sort of allow them to be more.
Dude, that's a dream
sort of feel a bit
gamer
more
PC.
space
I made a joke about this years
Like,
ago, dude.
You know, when you have a Reinhardt, you
This is
kind
a
of know
really
what
good
the player's
design
playing
map.
for, right? The shield creates space, right?
Like I really
Creates
wish they
space
did
for
character
certain
theme maps more.
For someone
Like
Yeah.
this is spot on.
This is so
what
fucking
you want.
cool.
Space because of the thread of the hook, right? It's not even something that's necessarily.
And also
like a
does
design
actually
thread,
feel like a
right?
map
It's
you
not
can play Lucio on and do like
directly
well
displayed.
with because
So,
there's walls everywhere and it's
what's
actually
the idea
closed
for a
in
tank? Do you
to
still
just
want there
flank.
to be the mix of there sort of being that implied threat plus obviously a very visible threat? You know, has it changed the way you think about how tanks create spaces now?
Ooh,
Obviously,
I saw
all
fucking,
tanks
what's his
do
name,
now
Hex
do that
tweet
to some
something.
degree,
The forward
regardless
pass
of
will
how
ruin
efficient or not.
football. The 3-point line will ruin fundamental basketball. The designated hitter will ruin baseball. Fucking, he's sitting there, he's like going, listen, just because we think it's bad now doesn't mean it's going to be bad later, you know what I mean?
Certainly looking at.
Yeah, people are overreacting. Because like I said, people just want to play Ryan Zarya for the next 5 years.
I
It's
think
like-
Ryan Zarya is really fucking boring to play against. I think it's fun to play,
Well, I mean,
but like,
It's fun to
especially-
play, but it's really, you know,
It's just-
I want to get something new.
Yeah, it's just, it feels like you're sitting there, you're trying to destroy the shield, and then you're waiting for the Zarya shield to end, and then you're trying to destroy the shield again. You just sit there just going on and on and on, and it feels like you got no impact on anything. If someone dies, you go, thank God. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
one less of those, I think that's cool. Like, I think that's good.
Yeah.
I think-
People don't realize that half the time the issue, like most of the time, tanks were the issue in the game. Like there were some, like there are characters like broken DPS, like you know McCree, because they decided to give him an extra 25 HP. But oh man, it's so frustrating to play against two tanks majority of the time, and like
Yeah.
they're so overtuned in some ways. Look at Sigma for example, defense matrix, shield.
Yeah.
he's got nerfed so many times.
He like
You
came
just
out
have to
kind
look
of
at how much
fucking...
tanks were like destroyed basically.
Be hard to kill. You're space by existing.
Did you hear fucking
Reinhardt
Super
got a
in the
bunch of-
background? Bro, fucking Speedy Rogue got a fucking hook on the side. He went, Speedy Rogue! Fucking... He's like so invested in the game, bless him.
What makes you feel like MTD feel? You know?
Oh, why is Super
Yeah,
so loud all the
well,
time,
I feel
dude?
like a
Fuck
lot of
me.
it comes down to like
Feels like he turned up his
decision
mic to like
making,
150%.
right? And a lot of that currently is kind of based off of the fact
Yeah,
that
just
what
don't
your
know if they actually
second
sound
tank is
tested.
doing, which is
Yeah, they were just
actually,
like, hey man, just come in. He's like, alright, turns up to 50. No, you know what happened? He probably saw fucking tank got removed. He was like, listen, I'm gonna fuck the stream up so bad.
your support's keeping you a lot more alive.
Ah,
as opposed to,
dude.
like your off tank or secondary.
Super using
tank,
his headset
you
mic
know,
real.
being in coordination with you.
So it's tanks take
whereas the
less
supports that only have to focus
knockback
on one tank in
and generate
particular.
less ultimate charge for enemies.
as opposed
as well.
to having
Okay,
to
so that's
So you
punching
can't farm.
bags. Sort of thing.
Yeah, you can't farm like roadhogs and that, which is a good idea.
Yeah, I like that.
because they don't. If characters don't have a shield, it makes sense. DPS move faster. That's pretty straightforward. And then supports start regenerating health if they don't take damage for a brief period. What is it? What is it? Fucking hell, Lucio is useless.
Yeah, what? Like, I'm just wondering what they're gonna do to Lucio to make him better, or if it's the case of like he becomes better with the 5v. I don't fucking.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like I said, I feel like speed is really good for tanks.
But obviously, with one less
it's not really
tank.
needed for it's not needed for DPS.
No. Maybe they just buff the fuck out of Lucio, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
No, legitimately make him buff. They put in like a
Ooh,
rocky
that's cracked.
montage of like Lucio working out.
Dude, I'd love it. Like a fucking like actual like animation of like him like for 5 minutes, fucking like, it's fucking like.
I feel like that's probably a design philosophy that I'm maybe not.
Runs to the top of the mountain and then just screams, Symmetra! It's just this event where it's just Lucio versus Symmetra.
Dude, I fucking love that. I'll be down for that, dude. The fucking clash of ideals or some shit.
Just want to make sure that
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, wait, I thought Reinhardt's shield was like 500 for a second. I was like,
It
what?
happens to be she also generates a crap.
I mean, Reinhardt's shield still looks the same. I'm trying to like see any changes that people haven't noticed yet. Oh wait, the
Alright,
cart just comes out of like nowhere.
Wait,
Just emerges out of nowhere.
wait, let me go back. Let me go back. Let me just Yeah, it just kind of, it came out the fucking wall or something.
Generates a crap lot more energy in those ways.
It just looks like it comes from like, yeah, it does look like it comes from nowhere.
In a little bit, she was already running out in that last.
Yeah, idea of an off tank was always stupid. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess with one less tank, you're gonna have less fights about, you know, having fucking Roadhog Diva, like, duos and shit like that. You know what I mean? I guess. I don't know.
We'd like to try to keep the tanks, like I was mentioning with the crowd control changes as an example of this. We'd like to keep the tanks being the ones who are primarily able to do crowd control.
Let's go Frosty
That's
Feet.
Also, with only being one tank now, it means still there's going to be a lot less crowd
Ooh.
control in the game in general, but still allow them to sort of flex that particular element.
Right, so you talk about obviously.
There's a few Brazilians on my TL getting really excited, bless them. That's kind of cute.
You know, you feel like you could include.
They're like, I've literally seen this bar minus the fucking shoddy table and chair. You like the fucking, you know, the plastic one. That's kind of cute, actually. I like that.
Potential. It just means that there's,
Yeah,
you know, now
I mean,
it's just, that
it's just
one
something really
hero on the battlefield
good
that
to be
really
excited about. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I hate how they kind of like always felt like they were on one path.
It feels like almost
I mean, who knows?
as a tank player is almost kicked up a notch there because you got to be a jack of all trades in some cases.
Especially if crowd control gets
Feeder
reduced
Rook's feeding
to a
again.
point
Come on.
where You're looking for
like one of the main issues that always turned people away from Overwatch was crowd control not being, you know, fun to play
against. Yeah,
and then when he comes in,
makes tank fun to play now as well.
Yeah, if they just remove enough of it, like obviously, like they said, they're fucking dropping a lot of things. I don't know.
What are you doing, Quirky Turtle? You
Quirky
idiot.
Turtle, you're feeding, bro. Fucking shit.
You know, like
What is he just going on the flank, dude? Watch this. What's his goal?
It's a lot easier to sort of.
You got one tank and this man goes on the flank. What you do?
You're looking for their.
He's trying to hit the fucking sim turret.
Rather than looking at
Quirky Turtle, mate. Uninstall. It's over, mate. It's over.
They can't be doing this because the pro players are gonna get so angry.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is who's deciding the future of Overwatch 2.
Oh, dude, I've seen that so many times, dude. Like, fucking. I got no doubt they're fucking pulling in some pro players and actually getting them to play the game. You know what I mean? Like, they're probably under NDA, so they can't fucking talk.
It was almost like a tooltip text loading into game, sort of playing Overwatch. It sort of said like, listen out for footsteps. Like the heavier footsteps mean your opponent is potentially more dangerous to you. But it definitely feels like, you know, the weight of these weapons is much more effectively conveyed, right? If I'm listening here, as we sort of,
you know what, the casters are doing a really good job of like carrying the conversation. Respect to them.
I love the weapon sounds.
They're like,
oh fuck, that was a voice crack. Jesus.
That's alright. I didn't notice it until you mentioned it, dude.
Soldier.
Yeah, no, I didn't notice it either until I mentioned it either.
Like your brain move faster than your fucking brain. Your mouth move faster than your brain could think. There we go. Got that in the end.
Quirky Turtle, what are you?
Quirky Turtle has gone from fucking like smacking to feeding hard. Look at this. You have your fire strikes, bro. Use them.
BlizzCon
So
Online
if
tour,
I
it really feels
strike,
like the
still
environment
do 100
we were
damage, I'm not
inside,
sure.
you know, Club,
I'm gonna say yes, but I don't
research
know, honestly.
beforehand, and that echo is really much more apparent right
Because
now.
it looks like you can
Yeah,
just
it's
spam
playing
him,
a
like,
big role in how things sound.
kind of seems broken. You just spam 2 of them,
And
the
being on the
enemy's dead.
receiving
Like a
end of
full,
Widowmaker's
full.
shot, it's just
Then
feels
like
so
obviously
much more
once the
dangerous
first
hearing the
one, they
sound.
kind of get an idea of
So
what's going
it
on, and the
helps you
second one they kind of just
hide,
like
basically.
shut down. They move it, they move away. You know what I mean? Does that make
Right,
sense?
yeah,
No.
teams do.
Hide in terror.
That's a big part of it as well.
Oh, dude,
It's not
Super
just
looks
when
so
you
pissed
fight,
off,
but you're
dude.
getting
I'm not sure if that's like a
hit
resting
by
bitch face thing
weapons
or
and
what,
these
but
abilities. Seems like it. Yeah, it has more of an impact. It's not like we're, you know,
Yeah.
No, I
we're
think he'll
giving
be
you an
pretty
earthquake
positive
and you're
about it.
safer. You know, I feel like I'm almost.
he always
sort of
looks
50
sad when he's
nice
happy. You know what I
as
mean? He's
people
that kind of
do
person.
stuff here
Jeff,
in Doomsday.
Jeff Goodman, watch out, there's someone behind you.
Much more visceral experience.
Like the fucking mirror Jeff turns around
Oh,
and
yeah.
just like
I love that so much. I mean,
he
there's
like
so
says
much
in the
time
background like we have now made Overwatch 7v7
I mean,
and
I'm
he's like
super
no
glad
way
about
I
it,
don't know
and
some
I've
bit
talked
like
to them a
that.
lot
This is
and what they're
unfunny.
working on, but they've
Well, yeah, like the other
given me
options they had were
ability
like
to
7v7 and
create,
also
more
4v4.
accurate sounds and
I don't know.
more in certain
4v4 I'm
spaces,
happy
so,
to do
like, an
because I don't
indoor,
enjoy 4v4.
tighter
4v4
area
fucking
or an
sucks.
indoor, wider area can have different sounds.
I don't enjoy
and
it.
Get that sort of
I don't know.
sound of
Yeah.
things bouncing off the walls, and it's
But
so
seven
epic. and
imagine
not only does
7v7
it
holy
make
shit.
the game feel a lot better as far as like the
Oh, my
weapons and
computer
getting
would just
shot at,
fucking
but, like, it
explode.
actually
I'll
makes
just
the
like
environment
load
feel a
into the
lot better
game.
'cause
It
you feel
just
more
I just see like a
connected,
puff
you're
of
actually
smoke
in
come
that
up from it,
space,
and I
just the
go,
way,
uh oh.
Yeah.
all the sounds are playing when you're in that space.
Also, did
The
Super
immersion of the
really
environment too,
replace
that's just the
Aaron
sounds
Keller?
of the environment.
Aaron who? Super's like, listen, if I don't have a job as a tank anymore, I might as well take a job in fucking Overwatch. Give me that shit.
Exactly.
He's now
That's the
lead
trade-off,
dev.
I guess when you're fighting for your life with 9 other people.
Oh man.
Superman.
I mean, naturally, you know,
Super-
these are changes that, you know, some of them you thought about before. Obviously, having played so much tank, and maybe you wish for some of these.
Yeah,
and,
half of my feed is just
you know,
Duma, and the other
luckily
half
for
is
you,
like people
final
going
thoughts here on
fucking,
sort of how
listen, we
tank
haven't
is gonna
played it yet.
feel
Fuck
and
off.
Heading into Overwatch.
Oh,
2,
you're gonna make the
Yo,
what is
wanna
it?
play Overwatch
Bring Me
2?
Horizon meme.
Oh, which one?
I don't know. I mean,
Average-
I feel like I have to get a chance
Average
to play it first,
enjoy
but,
how like
based
average
on
fan
Oh,
what
yeah.
and then average enjoyer.
looks like,
That one,
you know,
yeah.
Tank's gonna have a lot more.
I can't send it 'cause you might
pressure,
get a
I feel like, or
DMCA,
lot
but-
more of a role,
I've got a fucking
to
template
play
on me.
because you know you don't really have
What?
that second tank to help you out and you know kind of help clean up your mistakes, if you will. Like, you know, if you get hooked, you get a bubble or matrix or you know whatever it may be. So I feel like in
I can't
general,
click
it looks like
it,
tanks are going to play a lot lot smarter. But
This is
you do
cool
get
so
the
far.
plus side of having both supports only focus on you as opposed to having.
I don't know, my brain's
Also,
just
the
like...
six
Go. Sorry, my
the
bad.
six stackers getting mad about like the fact they can't six stack anymore. Wait till they find out how many players
as we
PvE
get
is.
further and further down the development roadmap. As well,
Like,
God.
Imagine being that sixth
very much
player
for
who
joining
can't
us,
play with
mate.
their mates
Obviously,
anymore.
I'll be
Just got to
seeing
sit there on the
you soon once
sidelines,
the
like,
shot
just
gets
wait,
back
guys, can I
on the
play now?
battlefield.
And they're like, nah, have a good time,
The
keep it up.
Thanos,
Yeah, we'll see you soon, man.
the
Fuck it.
Thanos thing.
you for
Just
having me,
I'm
appreciate it.
sorry,
Thank
little
you.
one.
And that, of
Good
course,
bit.
was Matthew Super Delisi, obviously tank player from the
Oh,
San Francisco
man.
Shock, and has given us some really good insights as well, maybe on how it feels for
Oh,
him
it's
to see these
Cupcake.
tank changes. I want to now take the opportunity to welcome
Yell.
to our stream, obviously prolific streamer
What?
Cupcake. Obviously, we see you play a
Cupcake.
multitude of FPS titles, including Overwatch. Great to have you with us, Cupcake.
I was gonna say, who
A
would
lot of
they
news today.
invite?
We're continuing to tease more
Fran,
out
I
of these devs
guess?
slowly.
Like, they
I'd love to
can't
get some
invite
of your thoughts on
Holly,
what
because
we have
Holly's,
so
like,
far.
gone from Overwatch now. She's, like, playing,
Oh
Apex,
man, I
so they
really
probably
like seeing
wouldn't
all the
invite
new
her.
like hero looks
Though
and
she's
like the
poggers,
map visuals
we'll
and the
say.
UI updates have been really cool, especially as like a support
Mhm.
player. I'm seeing a lot of little like UI updates for like support heroes, and I'm really excited about them. So yeah.
Absolutely, you and me both. Obviously, I'm a support main as well, so I'm looking forward to teasing
Yeah.
a little bit more out of our devs. Not only of
Yeah, I'm
course,
going
about
in.
maybe support.
You're going in.
but
Where you
a
going,
little bit
Monka?
more about Overwatch 2, and of course,
Going in
yes, we
to
will
the
be
call.
showing,
Wait, for real?
another
just
map
show
in
up.
just
I
a
just show
moment.
up.
So let's take the opportunity to
Wait, for real?
sort of bring,
Just break into the call,
these
like,
devs back.
Hey, it's me, Frogger. What's happening to
Jeff and
Lucio?
Dion, give
How's
us
it going?
great thoughts so far, because something that was teased at BlizzCon Online, and we got to see a little bit of, was actually the hero looks, right? Overwatch 2.
Oh,
is,
new heroes, new hero looks,
it's
new
a
hero
game
looks.
that's set a
Real?
little bit further, sort of in the future as far as
Give me
we
new
can
heroes.
Overwatch
tell.
cinematic.
This is
Let's go.
reflected in
Don't
what
play
the
with my
heroes
heart.
actually
Do
look
not
like.
play with my
And
heart.
Dion, Jeff, if you can sort of speak to that, because it's not
Lucio
just,
dies
like
again.
a
Fuck
tech
off.
upgrade, but
Like it's like
something we can
footage
see
of him like
time.
waking up on the floor, like above like an exploding fucking thing.
Yeah,
And like he fucking like wakes up. He fucking pops sound barrier just by like 2 health, and like a fucking Omnic comes, fucking shoots him in the head. He dies again for the second time. We all cry.
Does to a fucking sim turret around the corner.
Access to cooler tech in their outfit.
Or he gets fucking like hooked or some shit
It's
like that,
just-
dude.
We're having fun, kind of like in a way to show
McCree
these
up
guys have
close.
upgraded their equipment. They're ready to do battle in this new world. Fyra here with their new Overwatch gear. So that she has the armor that fits the
I like the
Overwatch
fire
team.
look. It's
Yeah.
pretty good. Same with Reaper.
I've seen a lot of people get like really pissed off, like, oh, why didn't they change him properly? And it's like, why change perfection sometimes? You know what I mean? Like Lucio would definitely
looks
change.
good.
Lucio would change his
so,
fucking outfit every 2 seconds if
I
he
love that
could.
you kind of this is
Like
Oh, yeah.
Reaper and Farah are just like upgrading that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I keep cutting you off. My bad. It's a fucking ping, bro.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
How the world is changing and what all these heroes are up to. I mean, you see, obviously, Widowmaker's got a change of hairstyle.
Yeah, I
as
like
well.
Widow's hair a lot.
Mm.
It's really
Tell us
cool.
about What the
Rated
development
hair.
process on these changes is like, because I think it was sort of
Jeff Goodman, watch out,
really
there's someone behind you
technical
again.
for developers to sort of bring these characters
turn
to life,
around
but I'd
with
like
a
to know
gun.
how you go about
Trust no one,
refreshing or
not even
revamping or
yourself.
update some of these hero looks.
Yeah, we have a lot of cool, really cool engine upgrades that you could see.
Dion's the only guy that has like a good chair. Everyone else has gaming chairs.
Yeah, they're all like sitting on fucking DX races. He's like, yeah, I went to IKEA and bought an actual good chair. What's up?
But it just
Like,
feels much more real, almost like you could touch it.
Ergonomic
This
gang.
is in the environments as well. There's tons of nice detail. We've upgraded the lighting engine, so shadows are better. All these
SK
things are
tweeted,
just to make the
Blizzard
world
delete a
feel
whole
much more
role but not Brig.
immersive,
that's not
more
bad. I like that.
dynamic, and more animated things in the world. The characters have.
I mean, who knows?
Cool
Like,
tech gear.
maybe in
and
future they can make a lot of like.
details that
Oh,
we
no,
weren't
maybe
able
they
to do
wouldn't.
before.
But if they were to add like a
kind
bunch
of
of supports, they make
turn
like
to
Brig
some
into a tank or
knobs in
something.
the engine
Mm.
and
That'd be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
so
But then like
suddenly
Brig
playing
with,
with
would it
this,
be Brig with healing or Brig with
maintaining
armor?
Overwatch style, keeping the game performance
then-
smooth,
Probably armor
but
or something.
you know, upgrading everything to the Overwatch 2
Huh.
level.
Like I feel like Brig could have
I'm
worked as
curious
a
about,
tank
like, the new,
Yeah.
because I mean
new
she's
upgrades to
following
the
in
skins
Reinhardt's
and, like,
footsteps,
just
but
the
like
heroes
instead she's a
themselves.
support.
and you guys have all
She's
the
doing it in her own
skins
way, I
from
guess.
all the different heroes from
Yeah,
Overwatch.
would've been cool.
And like how challenging it is to
Same with
bring
like
them
May as a
in
tank.
and like update
Yeah.
their looks as well.
I see
Is
May
that
as a
an
tank
easy
upgrade.
process, or is it like tedious to make them all look just as good?
Well, it would
That's a great
work. I feel like it'd
question.
work really
So
good
a
now,
lot of the tech,
Hmm.
we,
especially with
for
one
example,
tank.
the skin shader will apply to all the older skins as well.
Like having May,
So
having May as like
our
a
engine team is working
like solo
hard
tank
to
works pretty cool,
kinda create
but
a
like
workflow
May with
that's
like
easier
another
for
tank
the
kind of
artists,
sounds
but
broken.
it's still,
Yeah.
there's a level of
Honestly,
work there,
like,
but everything you see.
the
on
only
these
complaint I
videos,
have
the
is that
heroes,
May's
the
quite
updated
small
hair
and she
shaders,
doesn't
updated
look like a
skin,
tank.
detail
But
maps. These will
then again, I
all
guess so
carry
is Sigma
over to
technically. He's
the
just got
older,
fucking arm
heroes
pads.
or the older skins.
I don't know.
So
Dude's not
a
even
lot
wearing
of stuff
fucking
looks
shoes, man.
even
Yeah,
better
fucking
than
wear
it
shoes.
did before.
Yeah, I can
Actually, if you
imagine.
take off shoes,
There's a
it gives
bit
you
of
an
work there
extra
to
400 health
apply
and
some
also
of the
armor, so
new
it's real.
techniques to those guys, but
It's like
it's a
fucking
beautiful
hobbits, right?
upgrade to
Hobbits don't wear
practically
shoes, but they
every
can
single skin
fucking
in the
walk for
game.
millions of miles, right?
So it'll be
Like,
fun for players to see.
it's like that, but
Is it going to be
I'm jealous,
possible to like add more customization like with this new technology, like unlocking different like color schemes or something like that, or like
also
special
chat. I'm so sorry I'm not
weapon
talking
gradations,
to you
even
very
for,
much. I do
certain
apologize.
achievements or
I'm
something
bad.
like that, so
I'm
we
smelly.
have more ways to customize the way our heroes look.
An amazing question, but you have to wait and see.
That's not
Okay, wait.
That I didn't know. That's
All right, that makes me happy.
Like-
I knew Cupcake was asking way too much.
Yeah, fucking Dion's
What
like,
about, mixing
I'm gonna
and
shut this
matching,
fucking
like,
thing
skins and
down.
weapons? Is that gonna be possible? Like,
It makes me happy there's
weapon from one
customization.
skin?
Possibly.
Because like that would be
Dude, I'm so
so
excited
much
for that
fun.
shit.
Like you get
Right.
creative with that. Can you imagine?
Even just like, you know, like fucking like
No,
Valorant's
I mean,
fucking
we're
gun
already-
shit. Although to be honest, I guess it
we're
won't make
off,
sense
you
as
know, we're
much
off to the
because obviously
races
it's
here
the I don't know, brain shot.
I'm like, so many ideas.
There's a lot of fun stuff in store. Yeah.
You do have something new to show
It's like my
us,
favorite
though.
part is the visual. So
Well, speaking of
Yeah.
which,
Thank you.
Cupcake, Dion has
Soldier?
a new hero look to show us. Dion, do you want to talk us
New
through
hero! Is this Sojourn?
So
Torbjorn.
this one will be.
Yo! I just said fuck it, pull out the torp.
You can see it's a little.
nice.
They honestly
Little
thought it
older.
was like a new hero.
Yeah, we just got debated.
And yeah, he's the Torbjorn we all know and love. He's just much more advanced. He has a cool.
Very cool.
You can see the hair shader really well on his beard.
But like imagine that, but with like his summer skin like weapon.
Right.
Like, like that's the kind of stuff I want to see at some point.
Yeah, I want
Like-
to see how new skins look.
So that
Same.
you can definitely see.
Or
I
like
mean,
the
like,
skins
some
look.
of the changes.
Would
that
it be a
they've
case
made,
of-
and
actually
obviously,
doesn't look
you know,
goofy
you
as
can
hell?
definitely
Yeah, they look
take time
great.
to
Ribbit
it.
looks
Some
like it's
it's,
fucking
you know,
plastic.
it's the-
Not even like
it's the
plastic, like
crackers
really
on the
cheap,
knees
like
of his
fucking
jeans,
AliExpress
the
stuff.
connectors between the hardware that he's using, the goggles that he has. And it, I mean, you can,
Right.
we can see this gregarious attitude from him very clearly displayed, though. I think that's very much still been brought to life. That's
And you know, we want to upgrade the character.
looks
So what, did
happy.
Tor lose his eye?
That silhouette. That's
Yeah,
from
and
the
he's always been
first,
like that, hasn't he?
He still looks like Torbjorn from a distance.
Has he?
He just looks
Yeah.
better and more detailed up close. But he maintains that
Oh, he has.
silhouette we come to know and
Why didn't he
love and
lose
like
his
to
eye?
shoot at.
How did he
So,
lose his eye?
I think
that's,
I'm
kind of
convinced
that's-
it was
that's
there was
props
that
to the
one like
VFX team
little
for
story they had
doing
where
so.
he was like, "I'm making Ryan the Godfather," because like fucking Ryan saved his life or some shit and he lost his arm. It must have been then. I can't remember if he lost his eye, but like it was like this story from like ages ago before they released Brig, I think. And they were like, yeah, this like fucking operation was an absolute fucking disaster. I almost died, but my boy Reinhardt saved me. I kind of like him now. He's going to be the Godfather. He gets to choose
Yeah.
Brig's name. That's sort
I
of
think-
future Rome, but
Yeah, I think some
that
people were
is-
saying
that's
that,
obviously, coming up next
his
in the
sister broke his
push
hammer,
map, so I wanna
and then
talk
like
a little bit
they
more
got into a
about
fight,
how
and I think she
pushback
pierced
is
his
actually
eye or
developed.
something.
The
Oh, what the
I think that's in the
fuck?
law.
Gives
That
you
goes
Yeah.
crazy.
situations to play through.
Also, speaking of crazy,
But let's delve in a bit deeper. I have to
Greece?
assume, right,
I
like,
don't know
there's-
what
there
this is
has to be some
called.
symmetry to the map. I'm sure that's is that.
What is
sort of-
Rome?
Rome, that's
okay,
it.
What's
See, it's
important when
all
designing a push
Europe.
map? Let's start there.
So symmetry is obviously the number one important part. It makes it very competitive because both sides have a similar layout. But it also makes it
Why do
tough
they
to
make these
create a
edges
second one.
just
So you had
impossible for me to
Toronto that
just
we
boot
saw
people?
earlier where
They're just like,
that's
listen, we're gonna put a raised section and
layout
also
to
a
the battle.
fucking
In
rail as
Rome,
well.
see it's
You can't get
kind of
booped off.
sea. You kind of cut through the Colosseum. It becomes tighter when you reach the robot, once you see the players play. This one was where we really found the way, okay, this is how
Rome.
we make iterations on
Any
push.
Romers?
At first,
Isn't that a
S-curve
cheese?
was,
Roma.
an easy one to go to, you know, is make the map snake through buildings and things. But how do we switch it up for a different space? And we knew we wanted to make Rome. We knew we wanted to go through the Colosseum. So that's kind of part of the initial design for this version of the push map. But it's a very fun mode,
Roma
especially
cheese.
on in Rome. I think the thematic of the scene
Roma cheese.
plus pushing the robot kind of enhances how fun this game type is.
It's such a crazy juxtaposition between all the sci-fi movies that you might
That was
watch
the
and
worst
then
bit,
a
I'm sorry.
location that is obviously known to
Yeah.
us, and sort of thinking about how
Mhm.
you know the passage of
Yeah,
time
I'm
might
really
change it.
disappointed.
I
Don't
wanna
even know what you said,
you know,
but
you mentioned.
Oh,
first you
I
mentioned
put
it,
up some
was
like a
that,
picture of like
competitive
Roma
as a
cheese,
result
like
of
the
that symmetry.
giving everyone like shut up.
And you guys, as the developer team on Overwatch, have had a good chance to see how so many of these maps
That's
play
okay.
out at the highest
Proud of you.
competitive level. So I'm curious to know,
Thank
like,
you.
how much is our Overwatch League a factor when you're sort of considering a game type or a map design like this? You know, how often do you think, oh, like how the players could break this, or you know, they're gonna sort of go for the 1% plays on this kind of map? Does that factor into the dev process all that much?
I think-
Cheese.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Jeff could probably
I mean-
answer this bit.
Yeah, I mean they certainly I feel like it's hard to.
Do you think whenever
imagine
they finish
player
the
base
game,
sort
they
of
go, "Who did you
breaking
play
that
with?"
apart
and they
probably
go
as much as the
GG, and
Overwatch
they
teams
go,
that Overwatch
"No,
League
no,
teams do.
who did you play with?"
They-
and they
they
go
will find that
GG,
stuff
and they go,
fast,
"No,
because
who
even
did you
the
play with?"
smallest
No, it's
things.
Jeff Goodman,
So,
GG, and
yeah, I mean,
everyone
definitely,
laughs.
As far as like the specific layout, we're looking at all that stuff quite a bit, but especially when we're developing a new mode, it's
Comedy.
very much taking into account how competitive it's going to be, and as was
This is
brought
the
up
worst
earlier,
bit.
you know, based on the rule set, we want to make sure if we can avoid it, we want to avoid any kind of tie situation. This mode certainly prevents that. And then, as Aaron was talking about earlier, like we were debating whether or not this should be like kind of easy to push to the end, and then you get a point, and then the other team can maybe it's multiple rounds, and each push is 1 point. But then it's like you get in that potential tie situation, and you lose some of the sort of epic tension of pushing it those last little bits, and people fighting over those little bits of space, and so I think I mean, we're very cognizant of that, especially with new modes, thinking about how they're going to be played in competitive.
We had so.
Why does
many,
Jeff look so
matches
short
that
now? He's sat here like
2, 3
fucking.
meters. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
such a fun just you feel
Dude's just
good
leaning
even
back.
losing.
Is
you know?
he?
You're like, that was a great battle because it felt like
He's
it fought really
vibing.
hard for those last
Respect.
2-3 meters.
This map is genetically engineered for play-by-play casters. I like that. More opportunities for us to just yell nonsense. We're gonna jump in and check.
Oh,
this one
okay,
out.
we actually get to see
We're
the
gonna
map.
ask more questions.
I was like
I'm sure
convinced
you
we weren't
do
gonna
as
see
well,
it
but,
for a bit.
I mean, first impression is wow. This is an incredible vista.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow.
Absolutely stunning stuff. We talked about, Dion, you mentioned like the S shape sort of thing, but it looks like there's some twists and turns here. It's almost like the path overlaps itself as well at some points.
It does. There's a little bit of C shape, and then there's this bridge over.
What's that hole?
Pretty fun.
That looks like
to
the
encounter.
old school
I
capture
think,
point. You see that?
I'm curious.
Yeah,
to
the
see
fucking like big
how this
circle.
battle plays out once the players get to the
Also, Jesus, the
I
whole
feel like the
fucking
two
thing on battle
big
passes, right?
features on this
Yeah.
map,
I'm
you'll
all
see
for it.
right
People
away.
hate it.
The
Really?
first one is right in the.
You want to know
what I
why?
call
Because
team
everyone
basic
thinks it's a
mode,
money grab option. How much did the recent May skin fucking cost?
Fucking wasn't it 10?
15 bucks.
Yeah, dude. Like I would happily get a fucking battle pass if it means I can get all the skins. Fuck it, yeah, why not? I'll pay like 15 quid to get all of them.
It's so
how much-
amazing, and you can
How much? Like every single battle pass usually costs around about 10 bucks.
10 bucks, 15 max. You know what I mean?
That was actually iterated on quite a bit.
I feel like the people who are
I think it's
pissed
like 10
about it.
bucks for-
Opening them up,
I think the
closing
people who are
them,
pissed about it
accessing
have
the
never
top
actually
screen,
used a battle
closing
pass
them,
before.
over, applying
Like,
to them, so
you don't
still
understand
allows
how many like
something
like if it's a good battle pass, you don't understand how much shit you get for it, and you want to play the game. You know what I mean? You want to play the game to get it, get all the stuff from it.
As someone who's played like I play shit ton of Apex now, right? And I've bought all the battle passes for the past 3 seasons. I probably wouldn't be playing it as much if there wasn't a battle pass in
Yeah.
the game.
Because sometimes
And
you'll
then the
just
battle pass as well. The secret little, you're right. The secret little thing that's kind of good for it is that it makes people play on their mains more.
yeah.
Whereas that stops the smurfing problem just a little bit. It doesn't make it as bad, but
Rather than like I don't want to increase my level because I don't want and I don't want A, more loot boxes, and B, I don't want people to shit on me. It's like actually I do want to get. You know what I mean? I feel
Yeah,
you.
exactly. I mean, maybe some people might not care about it all, which is understandable, but I feel like more people would focus on playing on one account rather than just constantly swapping.
Honestly, like
I know,
I would.
I've got like 5 accounts and all that, and I mean, I have my DPS account, and I just got that up to diamond.
Like I've just started playing on fucking what's it called? I just started playing on fucking my own Smurf now. I'm fucking getting higher ranked games. I'm playing more like comp on that and like whatever else. Not higher by much, but like you know what I mean. Like fucking. You know. But like.
And I like having the icons. Of
I don't know. It's like during events I play less on my alt accounts.
Oh my god, that Doomfist!
Shitting hell, you just got fucking sent to the moon.
To see more with Anna, like I would love to see.
Come on, Shadowstorm, hit that Lucio. I believe in you.
Who she slept. Like on
Yeah,
the
Shadowstorm's
UI.
got some crazy aim. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't kill
Like
Lucy.
that would be
Fuck.
so cool.
Especially because, I feel like I have to
Not
tell
again.
my DPS player that's in the enemy backline, I don't know if you saw that, but I just let the fire out the air and they just
I
went
know, I saw someone, yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea a lot.
This game's so
Sometimes
pretty,
you don't- when you
dude.
don't know who it hit, like, you're
Then my
just
stream, my
like,
fucking
okay, I
computer will be able to
definitely
hit
slept
none.
someone, but I'm not
Like,
sure who it was.
I'm looking at these, and this will be like,
That
yeah,
might be
yeah,
good to know.
enjoy fucking
You
240p.
sleep against you accidentally with a blade and someone just wakes them up because they have no idea that you've
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
slept
yeah.
them, right?
Exactly. Oh no.
And obviously, you also.
Oh,
use
Robot
the
Angel,
play
you got
indication
smacked
if
around,
Mercy's
bless
dealing
you.
more damage
Silly
to
Robot
you.
Angel.
Obviously,
Robot Angel,
I
you're a
was
bit
surprised this was
cringe.
on live, your screen sort of
I was
takes on,
surprised
like,
this was a
sort of
push map
slide
as well.
line in
I thought it was going to be a
This thing
payload.
here, you've also changed
Yeah,
the
it does look like a
it's really
payload
better
map.
for you that Mercy is sort of
I like the little
down.
lines
Is
on the
that
street
also
though. That's
case
kind
with,
of
like,
cool.
a nano boost, for example?
Yeah.
I can't remember if we've actually changed the 1P nano boost effect.
I don't think we have. Yeah.
Get him, Deathly
I
Keenan.
don't remember, but in general, there's like
there it
great
is.
big passes going across. I mean, really across the team. I mean, you can see
It just looks
the
very
skin
minimalistic.
passes and
I like it.
Those emails get sent out all the time, like, oh, look at these
You know?
cool, skin changes and tech.
What do you
and then
think?
there's also
I make a
the
video
effects. Look at the
kind of like the
changes
last
they
one I
make
did
on
with
the sound, of
Overwatch
course.
2,
It's kind of just
or
awesome being like, even if I'm not directly,
kind of talk about people complaining about it, or I
seeing
kind
that
of just
stuff
meme on the
across
people
email,
complaining
it's
about it a
sad,
bunch.
It's just awesome, like day to day. Changes.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure you're
Fucking.
Also, then
go for it. Yeah, I saw that.
half
payload.
of the I just saw
Yeah, I just
half of it was
fucking-
just in the ground.
It was just chilling. I guess maybe they got to like fucking implement the fucking like tilting shit, but
sort of further maps developed for, right? The focus would no longer sort of be on that. So I'd love to know what the sort of thought process is between sort of the removal of Assault or 2CP.
I've seen someone say this is just League of Legends without jungle. Huh.
Right, so that's a long history.
I used to love Overwatch until Apex Legends happened. Overwatch 2, I had hopes for, but as time went on and it got delayed, and now hearing the news, I don't think I'll ever return ever casually to Overwatch. For the great while it lasted.
It's like, why is everyone like passing judgment? The game's not even fucking out yet. Like, it's like it's like people who are like, oh, Cyberpunk 2077 is gonna be the best fucking game ever, and they played it and they're like, this is the worst game ever. And it's like, you're judging off like, you know what I mean? Again, I'm just excited. Like, I'm not like expecting it to be perfect. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just curious more than anything else, and excited for curiosity. But...
I couldn't fucking care less. It's new content.
Yeah. Like, I just want to fucking play the game, dude, for real. Yeah, dude, it's not fucking, it's just getting stuck in the ground.
It got to the point where we were like,
oh god, it looks so clunky.
Dude,
I was out since
sorry, you go.
Since the rumor of a battle pass monetization system. This is a runaway never come back message. God, I hate paying $10 every 90 days. This is bullshit.
These are the people who spend fucking 50 quid on loot boxes at a whim, you know what I mean?
You're trying to say that there's other modes in development. Are you trying to imply that?
No, these are the people that like
I would say that we're
paid for Overwatch 5 years ago and do not want to pay any more money.
I've seen a lot of that. People being like, why are they creating new Overwatch? You just want more money. It's like, dude, I bought this game back in fucking 2016. Yeah, literally 2016. I feel more than happy to buy another one at this point. I feel like I'm overstaying my welcome almost.
It's incredibly frustrating because I'm here on the dev side. Is that they need fucking money to keep their game going, you know?
Yeah.
Like
this is
how are they gonna do that if they don't really have any monetization systems at all? It's just not gonna work for them.
Actually, the version we shared and the version that
it's just really frustrating for them. I don't understand why people were like so against like supporting the devs. They're like, oh, I'll just buy loot boxes, and it's like, fuck off.
I mean, like,
but
even a free to play, even if they put Overwatch free to play, I'll be happy with that. You know what I mean? Like, free to play and just like give us the battle passes, go.
The other thing I was mentioning about this map, because I mentioned two things, is
I'm chatting
exactly.
Like, I'll still like, I don't know. I think like the Overwatch probably made Blizzard loads of money. I feel like it's one of those where like over time it's lost the money because obviously, like you said, like we paid 30 quid many years ago, but like a lot of people don't buy loot boxes. A lot of people just grind for them, that sort of thing. Like,
it is
I don't know.
really interesting.
I've never bought loot boxes, like except with Blizzard bucks they gave me for Open Division. That was it.
I don't know if
yeah, I was gonna say you guys in Open Div and like anyone who literally plays like with Blizz box, like fucking
interesting.
You know, so much like you don't need to ever buy shit.
So we were like, I think that
yeah,
we keep going,
but like I don't know how many people have actually spent money on loot boxes. I feel like you know. The YouTubers when like it was the first year of Overwatch and like opening 100 loot boxes, oh my god! And apparently that was entertaining for people. I don't know. I have 500 loot boxes on my main account right now.
I'll be honest. I did buy like some of the new loot boxes like recently for the anniversary because the anniversary ones were actually worth to buy. I think because obviously you fucking get skins from all the events and everything else. Although you know what, I didn't get a single one of the new skins, and I'm fucking pissed about that. But whatever. Like those are the only ones I'll buy. But usually I don't really buy any. Like I don't know. It's like how they're advertising the fucking you can get a legendary loot box for just $3.99, and it's like I don't want a legendary loot box, honestly, mate. Like it's fucking. It wasn't even like it's not even like legendary as in like anniversary legendary. It's just anniversary. Not so. It's just legendary of like the regular skins. Like yeah, everyone's got those. No one's sitting there going, oh yeah, I want the froggy skin. Like no. I don't know why for my funny bit I'm always going for fucking Aussie voices. I'm sorry, man.
No, you're fine.
I'm loving it. It looks like, I mean, the verticality difference between sort of...
Also, I've noticed the announcer is back to Athena or whatever.
Oh, is it?
Because they had it to like a male Omnic before.
Maybe there's multiple casters. Maybe there's like, yo, what if there's like announcer packs?
Oh yeah,
yo, that'd be sick, dude. Fucking like, I want an announcer pack where it's just fucking Lucio screaming at me like, fucking, oh yeah, the Jets is open.
Master Crook announcer pack.
Oh, that dude, watch as he gets 2 buys and one of them's my fucking mom. Like, one of them's my mom and one's me. like
figure out like
Would you buy the
the
Master
best
Crook
way to go about
voice
this
pack?
is,
No.
because there's a lot to it.
Oh.
What is it with
It's a
like
little
no, but
confusing,
with
like, looking
people
at it
getting
from
angry
this
over like
perspective, but
having to
once
buy
you
another
actually get in and you
Overwatch.
actually like play it, it makes a lot more
I've
sense.
played
you
Call
know?
of Duty for like fucking 6 years.
Yeah, I feel like
I had to buy a new game every year.
yeah, I feel that's one of those things where like people are just like, because we're so used to what we have, we don't realize how lucky we have it, sort of thing.
Sort of pumping
Yeah.
moments of overtime, right?
It's
I don't
just
know.
really,
Oh,
I don't know,
It
it's
seems
just
like there's a lot
really
of, yeah, overtime
sad.
moments.
Yeah,
What I
I'm
love, though,
kind
is
of
the buildings
bored
don't
of
seem
Doomer now.
decorated.
I want to be excited for something rather than pissed off for something. And like, I don't know, so far I'm kind of excited on what I'm seeing. Like I'm waiting to pay another 30, 40 quid for this when it comes out. Like I bought this game in
something vibrant like this.
what's it called? I bought this game in like when I was in fucking uni. I had like no fucking money on me. I was like, yeah, let me go further into my overdraft.
A
Like,
beautiful map, and my god, yeah, I really think
Fucking
that,
worth
This is
it.
absolutely
those shot
stupid.
callers out there
They
are
are
clever.
literally
People
trying to make the game
just how they
easier.
take
Are you
advantage of the
joking?
topography of the map
Easier?
as it sort of changes.
is that what this is?
How
Easy?
dare you make the game more casual friendly?
Stop
We,
it.
we already sort of got
Listen,
a feel for the game mode, but
you
it's
are
crazy
trying to
just
make the
how
game more
different-
fun.
I
I don't
say,
like
Cupcake,
that.
how different this
What's the
feels
hairness?
from Toronto, even though it's the same game type, but the map sort of changes the feel and the flow so much.
It does, yeah. It definitely feels a lot different. I don't play it like a high end like skill level. So
Yeah,
I'm
we're
very
talking about
excited
those
to
low end
play it on,
fuckers.
like,
Those guys in
I'm
silver.
like
Let's
average Overwatch
go.
player, I'm not
We
like
suck.
500. I'm
You're a
not
good
GM.
company.
Like I'm plat. You know, a lot of my Overwatch experience as a support. Like I solo queue.
Yeah, Cupcake's like one of the
support,
few like bigger
you know, like,
streamers
it's-
who are
the
like
struggle is
not
real.
good at
And
the
so
game.
my experience is
Like, I feel like every
you know,
streamer
if my
ever
team-
is like
my
fucking
team's
like
just, like,
top 500
It's a bit
GM.
harsh.
And then I'm like,
Listen,
okay, here
no,
we
it's
go.
not like that. It's like that's a good thing. Like sometimes it's
You
good
know?
for that.
Oh,
know?
you mean like
I'm
casual? Yeah,
curious
yeah.
to
Yeah,
know
like
how
casual
I get
at
what
the
you
game
mean.
sort of thing. Like I guess Andrew
flat
as well is
games,
like
you know?
casual. You know what I mean? But
I'm sure I'm gonna find out because I sure as heck.
But I think he
won't play
plays, like, a
any
lot
other
of
rank
quick
than
play.
Plat myself. That's what I'm gonna be
Me too.
experiencing. Hey, really quickly, we.
I was like, who's Andrew for a second, but now I know who
Yeah,
you're talking about.
I mean, yeah, like I said, you're
oh
right.
yeah. Sorry, my bad.
No bones about my standing in the
You
game.
kind of do.
That was
Real.
incredible. Thank you, Jeff and Dion, for.
I'm so
walking
used to
through
hearing
those.
JRT at the end of it.
We started from that sort of vibe.
Yeah, you kinda need to hit the JRT part.
Straight into the action.
Otherwise, just like, who the
Really
fuck's
just
Andrew?
The juxtaposition of sort of the futuristic tech.
I love it. I love it. Like the biggest complaint, the first thing I see on like Twitter.
I mean, speaking of incredible locations, we actually
Somehow,
have one
some way,
map
the
to
devs
show
have still not
everybody.
touched Immortality.
So, ladies and gentlemen, 6
Touch what?
In-depth
still
look at a new
more to
map,
come.
Immortality
New map,
Field.
an
People are
in-depth
still
look
pissed about
that
it.
you haven't heard anything about.
I mean,
coming up on the other side of this break, so stick around.
I guess they're
for
still
more of
reworking
this
it. I don't
Overwatch
know.
2
Fucking.
PvP developer live stream.
Ugh. Maybe it actually means something. Like maybe Immortality is less broken now with 5. I don't know. Get fucked, but
I'm excited for this new map. Curious what it is.
I want to just explore it. I just want to like walk around in it. I just want to like. Sometimes I feel sad I didn't manage to go to BlizzCon. You know what I mean? I kind of wish I could have gone, like just so I could have played like Overwatch 2 demo at the very least. I don't know.
Felt really smooth. Like the new engine feels really good.
Oh yeah, I like a lot of like the new like lighting effects and everything else. I can tell you for a fact I'm gonna need a PC upgrade. Like I definitely need to improve my graphics card for one. I'll tell you that much. I got like a fucking 1050 Ti still. It's gonna fucking catch fire the second I throw a fire.
Yeah,
strike.
but you gotta remember as well, if they're getting a new engine, it might be also pretty good for your computer. Like it also might be more,
more efficient.
you know,
Yeah,
PC friendly.
it's like they've been putting
Like,
stuff
like-
on top of it, haven't they? And it's been getting less efficient as a result, I guess. I don't know how fucking gaming works.
And like you don't know how the game looks and like low quality graphics and all that. So
The two Zens kill each other and the two Mercies kill each other. That's fine. Fucking support and support violence.
and it's also like even on high graphics, like who knows how the game is gonna look, you know? Like on Hollywood, it literally gets rid of a bunch of bushes
Yeah.
if you have low graphics on.
Yeah.
Like that might not even be the case anymore. Which I kind of hope is a thing because I kind of dislike the fact that you have to put yourself on low graphics to get rid of like some
yeah,
things.
it's like visual, like, well, I can't pick up the words for it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Have they said no
Yeah, 'cause
2CP yet?
sometimes-
No, not yet.
Because sometimes I want to... Oh, nice kill, Lucio. Wow.
Oh, yo, pun intended. You know, want to hop in my game real quick? Ooh.
But what was it? You know how... Man, I forgot.
believe in you. I believe
Fucking
in you.
Lucio, man.
It's taken all your brain cells gone.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get
welcome.
ready for our final map of the day.
Final
Thanks
map
to
of the
Mitch
day.
and
It just
Solomon
sounds like they're doing an
for
Overwatch
stopping
League
by the stream.
broadcast.
It was a ton of fun to have them. Back to the original.
I don't know if they're gonna show
Uh,
gameplay. They
as-
might just show it.
I know a lot has changed.
Alright, where do you think it is?
with
I
Overwatch
think it's
2's
my
PvP,
back garden.
from a lot of
Like
changes
you
with
get to
Overwatch
walk
1's
around the
PvP
yard.
throughout the
There's like
but
a
I
fucking
think,
Coke
this is
can,
a
like
pretty
thrown aside.
drastic kind of change from
Needles.
what
This is
the
gonna be a
players are
this is
used
gonna be a
to
Vish
at
com map.
home.
I'm
I guess
feeling
for
it.
the players
Ooh,
at
yeah,
home,
they said
now,
India,
like,
didn't they?
I know
It's gonna be
what
like
the expectations
oh
be,
yeah,
but
Yeah, India.
obviously, like you guys have mentioned, a
but
lot
like
of this
maybe
is
the
still work in progress.
maybe a hero related map.
Yeah,
I feel like a
that's
Diva
great-
map would be kind of
it's a-
cool, but
it's
then
a
again you
great
have
point.
Busan.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
Busan. You
I
literally
think
have
it's,
Busan already.
It's
That is the
important to
deal.
recognize that while we're
know.
really
Yeah, yeah.
excited about a lot of the
Uh,
changes that we're making to the
I
game,
was gonna say a Roadhog
I
map.
think
We've
there's
got
probably a
fucking
lot of people, you know, watching the
Junktown.
stream, that can't help but wonder how it's
Give
going to affect them, you know,
me.
and
We have a lot of
like,
tank players
we
in the
have a lot
game. He
of tank
said,
players
"Yeah,
in
good
the
one,
game.
buddy."
We have a lot of off-tank players in the game.
Yeah, not
And
anymore.
something that
Haha,
you,
get the
that you
joke.
said,
Or maybe it'll
resonates with
increase,
me
who
where
fucking knows?
Overwatch has changed over the years. We talked about
Aaron, I said this
we had
before,
Hero
Aaron
Elements,
looks
or
so
before
tired,
we had
bless him.
Rollock, you know, like Goats
He
was
looks like a
very
man who's being
popular
worked to the
part
bone.
of Overwatch
And like,
for
I
a
really
long
hope
time
this
where
game comes out
there-
good,
it was-
and that he
people were
gets
actually
like, yeah,
running
that's
three
what I'm
tanks
worrying. I'm worried
instead
about
of two
crunch.
tanks. And I think one of the things that has always been a part of Overwatch is the game does change over time. And I know that for some people,
Trying to live up to the Jeff name is hard, true.
To look at it change.
Oh
like
yeah,
this, you know,
exactly.
or maybe it's a little bit shocking because any time a big change like this happens and you start settling into like a pattern of uncertainty or of fear, you really translate it within your current context. But the game will continue to evolve and continue to shift. The shift from the shift into Rollock, it changed some of the meta of the game.
Yeah.
And now people look.
I still
at
think
the
Rollock
role
was for the
of-
better, I'm not gonna lie.
or all of the roles. a
Like,
little
it's so much
different
nicer, like,
than
having
they
the
did-
security
than
of
they
having
did
2 tanks, 2
previously. And
heroes.
I think that
Oh,
is
Maze left
a
click
natural
doesn't freeze
result of
anymore.
something
No, it
like
don't.
this. And so it might be easy
I
to say
missed
like,
that.
well, I'm an off-tank player.
What did
How is
Super
this going to
say?
affect
Super's
me
tweeted
as
apparently.
an off-tank player. And I get that there's strategy there and there's synergies between some of these tanks, but if you're
As for whether or not
off-tank player
5v5 is good
and
for the game, I won't
if
pretend to know the answer, but
Diva
coordinating
player
with a tank,
or
building
Zarya
synergy, and
player,
dominating is one of the most
you
fun
can
things I've ever
still
done in a
be a
game.
Diva or a
It's
Zarya
true.
player. And
Like,
what we're
if you,
hoping
like,
is when you
being,
get
like,
in the game,
sitting there
a
with
lot
a
of this
tank
is
and just
about
fucking
how
going,
it
okay, let's do this,
feels
this, and
to play
this.
those heroes.
I guess
When you
one less
get
of them,
in
you
and
know,
actually
kind of.
feel what it's like to play as.
Then again, he's
as
actually a tank,
Zarya
so
or
let's talk about
Diva,
with another
You'll
tank.
come away.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
really
I don't
enjoying
fucking know how
the
this shit works. Oh, don't click messages.
Yeah, I think one thing you mentioned, which is a really good shout, is that yeah, like you kind of view this
Rollock
in
is good for low
context of, like,
elos, but like,
how you
aren't
have it
low
now, right?
elos
Where you're
most
like,
of the
well, wait,
players?
like if I just
Like,
had,
isn't it
you
like
know,
fucking
5v5
gold is like
today, how would
fucking
how would I deal with,
200%
like,
or
Zarya
something
or,
like that?
you
Fucking
know,
like
how
like
would
plat
Maze
is like
work? But,
only
I
like the
think to some of
top.
the stuff that you guys
10 or
have spoken
something
to,
like that. I
especially
don't
you,
know
Jeff.
facts.
Like, there's
Yeah.
just so many changes
Like,
that go on with the heroes.
Open
that
queue is
are
literally what pushed me out
involved
the game in the
with
first place.
this,
Yeah,
that-
it's just
yeah,
it's
like,
so
I think to
frustrating. It
your
was
point, Aaron,
so.
like,
I don't think
really,
you would
once
understand how
get a
frustrating it
feel of
was.
that's when you really
Back
kinda
in
it sets
fucking
in.
gold,
Yeah,
when you
it's-
sit there and you
it-
just
it
get
is a
4
big
DPS.
overhaul.
What can
We
you fucking
get that
do?
it's a-
In like
that
high
it's a big
elos,
overhaul,
people
but at the
will
same
like
time,
play, you know, their proper
it still
roles and all
feels like
that, and like
Overwatch.
they can
You're playing Overwatch.
like, you know,
Like the heroes all still feel amazing
off-play,
and incredible. You
different
have
heroes,
these
but like on
great
fucking like
plays.
silver
There's still
gold,
a
they only know
ton
like
of
2 or 3
strategy
heroes. You know what I
for your
mean?
team and
Like,
everybody on it.
I think Rollock was good. But remember, like everyone was like
use. And
hating
so
on Rollock
I-
when it first came out.
I understand that it's a big
So-
change, but this is still the same game that we've been playing all along.
Yeah,
Like, if
it
you
keeps
open
all
queue is
those
smart, but
core
dominated by
aspects
tanks,
that
yeah.
everybody loves about Overwatch, but
They'll be fighting
almost-
like trying to
yeah,
slap the
just
tank
kinda, like,
first.
changes a little bit of the core and pushing it forward. The final map we have today, Dion, and that when we were going over like what are we going to show today and like some of the maps, I was like, this map needs to be last.
Monte
they
Carlo?
just,
Oh, wait,
like,
that's a person.
Absolutely
Oh,
stunning. Monte Carlo, talk to me a little bit about it.
Okay, so Monte Carlo and
Monaco?
another map where
No, Monte Carlo.
it's
Yo,
this
car!
beautiful
Beep 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 beep.
the wealthy in the Overwatch universe go here to play, you know? know, flying yachts, casinos,
Yeah,
luxury
Formula One.
hotels.
Yo, boys about to be
AI
fucking drifting around the corners.
fun races. We're another map. We're having a lot of fun just applying this Overwatch.
Yeah,
aesthetic to
Monaco.
the world.
That's
Yeah, it's
actually
just-
so funny. Formula One is literally playing at Monaco right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is pretty
And
funny.
this also has a nice story connection.
And that's kind of
to
cool,
the
actually. I like that.
story of Overwatch 2, so look out for that as we share more later. But
This is
Yeah,
cool. I like this a lot.
It's
I like
just
Formula
really
One,
nice.
so
I
this
mean,
is
and
cool.
I
the
think
one thing
Formula
that
1 is
strikes
very
me
cool.
about this map and
Dude,
the
these
way that
cards
the
are so
sessions
cool,
do
dude.
best is that each point and area of the map plays so drastically different. You know, once we'll actually see it in play, but is that something?
Do you
that
think they're
guys
gonna
are
do
looking
something
at with
special,
map
like one more
design,
surprise
just
at the
like
end?
how you guys can change, like,
One more
verticality in
surprise.
this terrain
Orbion's
and
cock.
really
And you just leave it on screen for
empower
5
certain
minutes.
players and certain roles to really kind of take advantage of that.
What?
They just leave it on screen for 5 minutes.
And
There you go.
I think
Alright.
Overwatch
Fuck all our
maps,
Overwatch previous roles in the
You
game.
just hit fucking arrow flipping the table in the background.
Everyone just got
Like fucking glossural bestial
We
noises.
have that sort of
Awful. This is an
sort of
awful
like
bit.
switchback section in it, or like the loop section, and that was something we tried 3 or 4 times over the entire course of Overwatch development, and we're just never able to get it to work right. And on Rome, we feel like we finally cracked the code on something like that. In Monte Carlo, there is this really cool uphill section in the map. And
This
it
art
gets
is so
deeper
pretty,
and
though, for
longer
real.
than anything we've done before. And so there's a lot of like
It
difference
goes
in
so
elevation
hard.
there, and I feel like it kind of just speaks to some of the changes that we're willing to make with this game in order to introduce new gameplay and to have it feel fresh.
This map looks
and
so cool,
vibrant
dude.
for players.
Yeah, I definitely think we can start off that final map. We can keep this.
Heal Baby Rage
discussion
about
going
5
because
to make mold.
that was one of
Honestly,
the
get off
first things
Twitter.
that I
It's not
noticed
worth being
about
on
this
Twitter
map.
tonight.
It's like,
I'll say
oh,
that
like,
much.
we're
I'm
going
tweeting and I'm
this
looking
feels
away.
like, you know, very like, you know, classic Overwatch. Like,
Oh,
here's the
yeah.
choke,
Are you not
and
going?
then all of
You
a
think
sudden we're
Twitter's in
going
like
up. And I was like,
really bad right now?
I
Twitter's
can't
not in a great
remember
place right
about,
now.
you
A
know,
lot of people are
maybe
just
even, I
complaining.
think
A lot of people
when
are
they
like
say
going,
like,
good take, good
like,
take. And it's
like
just like,
involved when you're kind of going around the castle.
boring.
But it's
Well, I
so
feel like if
steep
you
with the
make a
map,
good take about it, you're gonna
you
get
know,
flamed.
I remember
That's the
starting
thing,
when
like,
you're looking at
fucking-
it, you're like, oh man.
I
how
like.
did
I
we
want
get
to.
up
I want to
there?
tweet. Like, I think like it's not so bad for me.
it's
'Cause
such
a lot of
cool
my guys are
dynamic,
casual
though.
on my followers. Like a
Yeah,
lot more people are
definitely.
casuals on my
And,
follower base. But
Eichenwald's a great
I'm still
example
gonna
of it,
stay
but
away from it for a bit.
of
Yeah, look, the
rising
guys
through a
they're
map,
going
but
down.
this
Going,
one
yeah.
doesn't have a large structure in the middle of it, so you're going up this
I'm
really
very
big
easy to
elevation and it's
entertain.
all open. And so there's a lot more interplay between the two teams as they're trying to push up the hill.
Lipo. Wait.
I
Lipo.
love
That's like
the
one of the
spawn
fucking
with the
diva guys,
cars
isn't
and
it?
everything.
Lipo.
So cool as,
Overwatch.
yeah, you just kind of see
Think so.
both of these teams. You
No,
know,
it's a
come out
World
of
of
spawn,
Warcraft
just
character.
A lot of detail. I love leaning into the F1 when
Never
you have
mind.
like the kind of car going around the track. Even the checkpoints is being, you know, kind of like your
I'm wrong. My bad.
your kind of checkpoint how they would
Both
be
of
in
them.
like a race. As yeah, you see this. So this first point is really interesting. I think for a lot of people is. You know, where
Symbolic
Lucio's
meaning
Zarya
behind the
looks
Also,
peacock
like
is
a
confidence,
solo
dignity,
tank.
pride,
Like,
sexuality, and
you
beauty.
can
Those
play
Lucio
so many
confirmed
different ways,
LGBT.
right? I've seen people
Oh.
play like really close
I see
up
that.
by,
That's
like,
cool.
some of these staircases a little bit further back.
I also
You
feel
can
like
play
Lucio will
snipers
just
on the
kind of
bridge,
like
you can play,
just
soldier
be
from the
like
bridge.
he'll
I
just
think,
fucking
just
like
adds so much
peacock
more
anyways. Like,
dynamics
yeah, I
to
want to
play.
support the gays. Fuck it. He feels like that kind of guy.
Yeah,
And you can
definitely.
He
see
seems
the,
like an ally.
payload.
Yeah, he'll
Um,
definitely be an
and
ally
we're
for real. Anyways,
having
go.
fun with
Sorry.
payload here. So
Although gay
AI
Lucio,
driven.
real.
Everyone is kind of saying that the reason why Jeff left is because of like 5v5, but I feel like this has been in works for like ages. I mean, it's not like they just
Sorry.
updated tanks like after he left.
There's no way he left just because of 5v5. There's no fucking way.
I
Like-
mean, he's been working there for 18 years.
That's the
like,
thing.
You know, he might have just got burnt out.
Like maybe it's like
Yeah, there's a lot of
maybe it's
different
like
these types of modes.
just
When
the
you-
new
when you
Blizzard
do
because
map
one thing
design
I've heard a
on
lot
Overwatch,
of
like, one of the things you always have to
is
think
new
about
Blizzard
is
is
where
just
the
not the
spawn
same
rooms
as
are
what it
gonna
used
be
to
and
be.
how you're going
So
to
maybe it's
get
just
out
like
of
the
spawn
work
rooms.
environment he
And
doesn't like
obviously
as much.
it's different.
Like
Coming
just, you
out
know,
of the spawn
Activision
room
getting
is
their
different
claws
on
into
the
everything.
map than
Maybe
any
he's just
car
fed
or
up of
map
it and he wants
types,
more freedom
because
again.
you immediately
We'll
started
see,
around
like you said, he's been working for 18 years. He was there
Um,
when Blizzard was completely
one of the
different
toughest things
and was more
about
focused on making a
developing
good
payload
game than
maps for
focused
Overwatch
on money.
the
Because like
entire
obviously now
route
Activision
needs
just
to
wants the
be like
money.
a certain
And like apparently they
minimum
had to, you know, they said they really had to
just
fight
be
just to
able
make
get the
Overwatch 2
payload to
compatible with
fit
Overwatch
through it.
1.
Usually you wanna have
Like,
enough
I don't know.
space on the sides of it so that you can
Honestly,
move
I
around.
think I think it's just a company thing more than anything else.
Maps, but they're very
Yeah,
short.
I think
Right
that's the
after
thing
you
that
get
a
to
lot of people
payloading
miss
King's
is
Row,
that
it gets very
how
tight,
hard
but
they fought to
that's
make
for a
like
short
Overwatch
period of
2 and
time.
1
So
compatible with each
when you
other.
do start
Because I
making
feel like
these
if it wasn't,
wider
this would be a
areas,
huge
it
cash
becomes
grab.
very
Oh, yeah.
difficult
So,
to control sightlines.
like-
and it gets easy to make very long.
I wouldn't be
sightlines
surprised
through
if
the map
it
where
like then
it
like
no
followed the
longer
COD
really
model sort
feels
of
like
thing.
an
But like
Overwatch
like obviously like new
anymore, because we
games like
really try to control
this
those things.
fucking
And
£60
I think it's why
plus
you see that
loot
a lot
box
of the
plus.
payload maps,
That's one thing I don't want
they-
actually. I'll be
they
honest. Like
do
£60
weave
plus
back
loot
and
box
forth
plus.
a lot. And
You know what I
so
mean?
much of that is about
That would kind of
controlling
suck.
sightlines,
A little bit.
and then
There
also
was
is
the
going
Hague
to be
again?
Overwatch Mobile, but I
areas
think it is
for-
going to be
for a
like
team
COD
to
Mobile.
push
It's just going to be
Oh,
its
this
own
is the hilly
separate
section.
game.
Yeah.
Kind of like
so I was
also
gonna
like
say
how
that's the-
Apex is
that's
going
the area of
mobile as well.
verticality where,
Like I know a lot of people
there's
like
a
shit on
sniper
mobile
perch up
gaming.
here,
Fair
so
enough.
kind of
It's
like
good.
on the right-hand side
It's
if
kind
we're
of
looking at
stupid,
it,
but
yeah,
you know.
this
Mobile
poses
games
so
are actually
many
good. Like
obstacles
honestly, I think
for
people underestimate the
teams,
power of
but I
being able
also
to play
think
on your
it's-
phone.
it's
Like
kind
you're
of
not always
presents
at your
multiple
computer.
ways
Not
to
everyone
play,
owns a
where
computer, bro. Like
when you
it, like
see
there's
right
like
now,
a
for
massive
instance,
like
playing Zarya, but, like, you
like
can
even
play
like
really fast
consoles
and then
like
dive above the high ground. Like,
people
you
play on
can play
console
really
because they
slow
can't play on
and work
computers
your way
because they're too
around.
fucking expensive and also computers are confusing and
This
dumb and
team is
stupid.
actually kinda just rolling on through.
What could run Overwatch better? The Nintendo Switch or a mobile? And it's the mobile.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised, you know. Like, dude, I'll fucking play Overwatch on mobile. If it works on Switch, it'll probably work on mobile. I'll go.
But yeah, that's the thing that was saying with like optimization. But like, if it's gonna be on the Switch, so it's obviously gonna be able to run on like any PC. Right?
Yeah.
Looks different to them, you know.
Switch's hardware.
It was
It's
flat
not super
before,
good,
and
but
then
I mean, it's
recent
30
first
FPS
objective
Overwatch.
Yeah,
So.
it's basically a phone, isn't
and
it?
they'll move into the hotel.
It's just
but
basically
find
like a
objectives. So
big a
there's
phone
this
with a big
visual
screen.
progression to
But it's good. I like playing on
completing
Switch.
objectives.
I'm playing
you
Overwatch
feel
on
like you're
Switch
making
though.
progress
For
through the map
I just
because the
play it.
world around you is somewhat changing.
Yeah, I want to make another video on it.
I want to get a capture card at some point and actually make a video. Fuck it, let's duo. Fuck, I'll hop on Aussie
There's
servers.
there's no Aussie servers actually.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. They literally don't even exist. I have 150 ping every time I play,
Fuck, dude, rip that.
and like you can't even go on a custom match and get an Aussie server. Like they actually deleted them.
It's just like, hey, Aussies, you don't exist.
There's a you can get either a capture card, but apparently there's also like a thing you can like a streaming device as well, like a wireless one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
for
a
real?
Which is pretty
super
cheap.
cool space and really
Yeah.
fun to fight.
I'll have a
through. I
look
think,
into it.
you
I do want to get
over
like.
time,
Okay.
It got backed
Overwatch
by
map design has
like
changed
a
little
bunch
bit,
of
just the way
people,
that the
and
game has
you know
changed
you
a
just
little
plug it
bit.
into HDMI cord and then
the presence
you
or the
can it
importance
streams
of
to your
high
PC
ground
basically or
really
laptop or
can't
whatever.
be understated in this game.
kinda cool.
And so we're trying to give.
I'll have a look. 'Cause,
more
like, I think
don't know.
there was one I was looking
I
at
don't know
was
if-
like, oh god.
Trying to create.
I don't know
kind
if you
of
need like
conflict
Bluetooth or
points in some of
something
these
for it
maps
though.
and-
So.
and who's going to
But I
control
assume it would
that.
work like maybe like a wireless mouse, maybe I don't know. I'm not sure. You'd have to look into it.
Yeah,
But there's a
I need
couple of
to,
them. They're pretty cheap.
I need to sit down and like actually have a look at capture cards and shit properly because well, I actually need the money for it first. Work in progress. Let me reach out real quick.
Capture cards.
Also, yeah,
Capture cards are good. I had the Elgato whatever, but sometimes it has its issues.
I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot. You know. I also want a
Like, it
capture card
wasn't-
just so I can like play like shit like Pokemon and fucking stream. I fucking love like playing like normal games. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's really fun. Makes the experience 10 times better, like in queue and all that, or like.
Yeah. Just pick up fucking Odyssey or some shit like. I don't feel
Yeah, that's
like
what I
it.
did in queue. I just played Odyssey in queue, and it was really fun. People
That's
loved it. People wanted Odyssey rather than Overwatch, so that's how you know it's good.
Yeah, I enjoy. I'll be honest. Like playing games in between queue, I tend to get more invested in the games than
This is the
fucking.
hotel portion of the casino,
I don't know.
the luxury.
Or
The
the
chat does as well.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
can see the
so,
high ground
like,
in
it's
the
not
back
really an
over there.
individual
It's
being like,
actually
yes, you got a
really
game.
difficult for us
Or there's
to
usually
put a
that
lot
one
of
guy
it
that's
into
like,
our
you're
game.
too invested in the
One of
game.
the
You know you
things
got a
we do in
game. You picked your
Overwatch
character and
is,
everything. The one guy in
our
chat's just like,
stairs are very
game,
shallow.
game, go to game, you got a game,
in
go to game.
the-
Play the game now, play the game now.
ramps in the entire game.
I'm like the same. I do the
and
same
think
with
the game
Twitter.
plays
Like,
better
I'll
that
fucking
way. It
like
feels
start fucking
smoother
around on
like
Twitter
that.
and they'll be like, ah, you in the
But
game,
it
dude? And
makes
I'll be like,
it
one sec, I'm
so
just tweeting
hard.
something
It
really
just
funny.
kills the level designers on the
Oh
project
wait, this
trying to
third
get
point's
people
called
up the
Max's
high ground.
Casino. You know, like
Because
fucking
it takes a
Maximilian, the
lot of
fucking
space to do it.
Yeah, what the fuck's up with that swimming pool, bro? Fucking Frosty Feet walking on water. Holy, look at this. Yo, I can't believe Soldier's confirmed to be
Project trying to
Jesus.
get people up to high ground
Look at this.
because it takes a lot of space in order
Yeah, they
to
said
do it.
this was 2 hours, minutes, but we've gone past 2 hours, so that's kind of cool.
Interesting point
Yeah,
that
maybe it was like
guess
2 hours
I
worth of
never
content, but
really
like that doesn't include the
taken
in-betweens. I don't know.
kind of a notice of. Yeah, when you
Right.
like, yeah, the stairs aren't.
But I
very,
think
like,
this might
This
be
map
the
is
last bit
busting.
of it.
like windy climbs, like there's kind of.
Unless they're
turns
doing
to get
something
to
at
that
the end, some sort of
elevation.
surprise.
Is that just to keep everything?
Fucking they sit there and they go,
smooth,
listen,
movement
Overwatch 2,
predictable?
it was all a
Yep,
dream.
so
You wake
that's part
up,
of
snap
it,
back
to
to
keep it
reality.
smooth, keep movement predictable.
I know, this is the
it's
last map,
also,
yeah.
like, it can be really like kind of difficult to overcome a really steep staircase. It's almost like a wall in front of you and you don't know what's going to be at the top of it. And so we always like for players to be able to run through our maps and to be able to look at a space and kind of develop a mental 3D image of where everything's going, of what the space is actually going to be like outside of their view. And it's easier to do that with shallower stairs. It's also easier to push up a shallower staircase and a higher staircase. And like lastly, just the way that a lot of games character physics work, it's also smoother to move on.
New hero reveal. I like seeing new hero reveal. At least show us a little bit more of what's her
I
face.
was gonna say the only
Sojourn.
really, I guess,
Let me catch up on chat. I feel really bad. Sorry. Oh, mercy gun. Oh god, here we go. Robot Angel, go for it.
Going up towards the balcony.
Yeah.
And
There you
yeah,
go.
that does
So,
come
I'll
through, like,
catch up on
some
chat
of the
for you, hold on.
things that you're talking
Alright.
about, where,
We liked
I know we've
Hannah.
all
I don't know. I
been
think they're
there,
friends,
sitting
honestly.
on top of the stairs with friends,
Is that a
like,
guy? Yeah, he has lots of little
shooting
tiny
people
crushes on all his
from
friends.
the
He's
distance.
like, yeah, I love you all,
Pelted
guys.
on the way up. To not the best of feelings, you know.
Trans heroes could be interesting. Actually,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't really know what to say about that besides we are moving away
Waterford.
do.
Yeah, I feel like late next year. Sorry, go.
How Johnny Cruz is like,
Keep the-
Overwatch
keep the
stream
combat
title
moving.
still has going Grandmaster, but
I
he's just
love
watching.
this area that you're sitting.
Like he's actually going Grandmaster in the stream, by the way, just in
One of the
case you
cool
didn't
things
know.
about,
Fucking like
Really,
take two.
I
I'm really
saw
happy about his
watching it was that,
too.
like,
That's pretty cool.
the attackers can actually like access that.
Dude, he's
area.
probably really excited.
really
Like,
happy about-
like, cause he's probably. Do you think he's been able to see this
curly
shit? Like,
mustache, rotating
or like he just had to
around.
sat there and like fucking voice it
and-
and go, I don't know
and
what the fuck it looks
connected.
like.
Well,
That's something we
probably,
haven't really seen
maybe.
a lot of
He would have probably gotten like
Yeah, we
characters
try-
like
we're very
voice lines
intentional
for
with
it,
the way
so
we
he's
do
probably got an
flanking
Oh yeah,
idea.
he's probably got an
We
idea.
try
Yeah,
to
yeah, I
make
see.
it so that at least one team, like the team, can be aware of people that are coming on a flank, and we usually don't.
God, that
try to
map
let
went
you
on
get
forever.
all the
Holy
way around behind
shit.
the defense without having
I don't know if it's getting
some way of
fatigued
knowing
now
that
for me,
it's
like, I'm kinda
coming,
getting a
or
little bit
having the
tired now.
offense earning something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we
It's
think
good,
this
though.
one's fair. We've gone back and forth
7
on
in
this
the
a lot.
morning.
My man
there's
Lucio is
been
asexual,
30
he's just
different
very romantic.
variations
I
of
see
this
that.
route. But hopefully this one's fair.
Depending on how your game goes.
Lucio
it's
doesn't
fair or
fuck.
not.
Yeah.
My stream
Depending
died.
on who else is in the test. I actually have some questions from Twitter that you know, some people have been.
Oh yeah, Twitter questions. None of
bullying
these.
and just kind of, just really, I think things that
Mhm.
people are interested in.
We're doing Twitter questions.
For you guys, what changed to you know, character buff or
Ah,
nerf
yeah.
you guys most looking forward to? that
PvP
you
is
guys have,
free.
played around and
PvE is
looked into
not.
it thus far?
Yeah, but like that's the thing. People can't
Wow,
really
I
get
mean,
mad
that's
about
a-
it. Like
that's,
it's gonna be a free game,
It's a
like
great
PvP,
question,
I guess,
you
right?
know, to ask
I'd be
So-
happy with that. Like,
yesterday.
like
but
what's it called?
now that
Situation,
we've gone over,
If you don't
Like
like
Warzone.
it, don't
over a lot
buy
of
it.
what we've
You
been
don't need to
working on,
buy it,
there's
you know?
so many changes to
Self-driving.
characters
Oh my god,
all
Tesla.
across the board.
God.
And
Elon
including all
Musk
the big changes
25
to the
hero.
tank role,
Woo!
the hero passives that were introduced.
That card looks kind of cool though. I like
all
it.
the other roles in the game. So, as well as like the
Get in the
some of the
car.
work that we've
I
been
like how it has
doing,
autopilot but doesn't have any wheels or anything.
we
So
have the,
like,
like,
if you turn off autopilot, you fucking crash into a wall.
My personal one is actually the one that we saw from BlizzCon Line, was the Reinhardt stuff.
Yes,
As
me
somebody
too.
who's always wanted to play Reinhardt, who's pretty tragic at it.
I'll pick up a digestive
being
biscuit.
able to be a little bit more, this is like selfish, being able to be a little bit more brawly and more offensive is the type of Reinhardt play I want. On, you know,
Come
when
on,
I
swing your hammer,
touch
quirky turtle. Big queen, Ginny.
teammates currently, it doesn't work. I'm sure that
Now you can do that.
I'm sure that won't work in Overwatch 2 either, but I can at least put it in my mind
little
that
bit.
it could be a possibility. Yeah.
That's always the promise of Reinhardt in any version of Overwatch that you're playing, is that moment where you get to drop the shield and go in and just start laying waste to people.
I keep forgetting about the
It's
charge
so
cancel.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
yeah. You can do that now,
you
can't you?
play Reinhardt and
Mm.
you come out and you feed a few times, you're like, maybe this isn't for me, and then you just land that one shatter that perfect shatter, and then you're just like, yep, I'm committing. It's such a good.
How do you manage the balance between
Here's another
PvP and PvE?
from,
What?
Twitter. How do you guys
Simply, you
look
make
at
2 different patches for each one, or even just fucking make them all OP. Fun.
I assume
Like,
they're
it's only PvE anyways. It's not
completely
like the
separate,
fucking
like,
bots are gonna
environments,
go,
so-
why are you fucking broken? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's a really
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
question.
exactly. Oh my god, this
we talked a
Ryan
lot about that
cannot
earlier,
kill this
just sort
diva.
of
What the
developing,
fuck?
Is
much
Diva
more
that buffed?
games. You know, look at
No, the baby
Winston.
diva, you couldn't
Winston
kill her.
was
I don't know if she was just
one
getting
of
hard
the-
healed and
a
like
lot
the
of his
supports were actually
enjoyment comes from.
I mean,
going
she's getting
crazy
hard
where you
healed
got,
by the
like, a-
Ana and also the,
It's
what's
always
it
like
called?
this risky when you're playing. You take
Ana
the
and
space,
also
but
the,
I know, but like I thought.
you don't want to be
Yeah,
too
usually
hard
she'll
to
die
the
by now.
healers and, how you're committing and everything. But it's hard to translate that to PvE.
Did that Mercy just
She died
super
now.
Did that Mercy just super jump?
Early playtests of PvE was sort of like
That Mercy, they
Yeah,
left
it's still in the
super
game.
jumping,
and
dude.
then we started getting into like, okay, well, we really need to talk about it if we're gonna.
I was gonna say, like, would they
separate
probably,
or
like, I would have
just
thought
choose
it would have
things
been,
here.
like, removed from the
So, a lot
engine,
of
because obviously it's like an
things,
engine
the
bug, isn't it, or
current
something like that.
Ultra
I thought it would be
Fire has
removed
the
from,
actually came from PvE
just,
first. We were just like, oh, this is a lot more
you know, like,
fun.
changing the game.
I wonder if this could
Like,
apply
engine
to
Why would-
this kid.
why
This
would they
could
re-
apply to the other chains of PvP.
Why would they remove it? They
So we
know
started
they
playing
are
with
going
the
to get
PvP,
put
so
like
in those cases,
hurt.
like, if
They are
it
going to be
feels like it works,
destroyed
then
if they
we're like,
remove
I
it.
just, I
yeah,
always
we'll
sit there and I
totally take it, but
go,
I think
you know what I mean,
the
like,
general
if you're gonna
philosophy
remove
is
one
try
thing,
to
why
keep
not
it
remove
separate.
all of them?
Just
Or,
so we
like,
can
keep all
make
of
sure
them,
that
like,
they
you know, like,
shine
little glitches like
really
that
great
were kind of
for
cool and
both
fun. Like, I like
individual
them.
game, or all the games, really.
I wish I
The
had more ones.
rules-
I have to mention one
The
thing. really
rules
quick,
of
'cause
Overwatch is that
kinda
you
funny.
cannot touch
I did,
a
like,
good
early on, I
majority of
just had to
characters.
make this-
People
this,
will lose their
prototype.
shit.
I did a
You
prototype
cannot
of
nerf
a
none.
PvP
You cannot
mode,
nerf
I
Mercy.
called it,
You
which is
cannot
like a
nerf Symmetra.
hybrid
You
mode, 'cause I
you
feel
can't
like
nerf Genji.
I get the
I mean, he's
God
already
rest
fucking
your
terrible.
fucking
probably ask about that
Twitter mention.
if we want to do that, and so I was
Know
like,
what I
let's just try a mode of it. And it was a little dirty because it was like there wasn't a lot of balancing
Fine,
done. It was
you're
just like,
allowed
oh,
to
let's
say
throw all
Brig
that
needs
crazy
nerf. You're
PvP
allowed
stuff
to
in
say
there, see how
Immortality
it
field
gets
needs.
played. It was pretty tragic, but
But the rest of it.
it was pretty interesting. And like,
Spin
there's
it up.
maybe a
Yo,
version of that.
fucking
Yeah, exactly. There's
shops are
maybe
still
a
open.
version
I
where you
could
do
run
that
like
at some
if
point
if
in
this
the future.
like
We don't have, like, the funds for
fucking
it right now, 'cause it was
if this end.
one thing came out of it like this is fun, but like man, this would be a lot
get
of
some
work trying
bourbons.
to balance this.
Actually, I won't
anyway,
because
because
I've
of
eaten
the
like
time.
a shit ton of chocolates today. I shouldn't.
Yeah, we do a lot of experimentation.
Like 11 for
that,
you, right?
It's like
which I think is one
a
of the
10
funnest
past
parts
10.
about working on this
Like
game.
shop doesn't
And
shut till
I know, like,
11.
as they were playing Rome, you know, there was a question of
Hey,
like,
they
hey,
stay
are
open
we
later on
working on,
Thursdays, right?
like, do you work on other
no.
game
What
modes?
the
And
fuck?
it is something that we do.
Oh wait, no,
a
I
lot.
know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking
Push
about.
map,
Some
or the
supermarkets I
push
think
game
do.
mode came out of a whole different game mode that we
But it's
were
not. It's
working
not
on.
everyone. Like
As
mine's
we
like a
were
fucking.
kind of trying to
Like the
solve
one that's
how
near
you would
me
put,
is like a convenience
a
store sort of
capture
thing,
the
but it's like
flag
a
into,
branded
like, a
one.
main version
Oh
of
no
Overwatch,
way!
and we weren't,
Is that the fucking hammer
a
kill?
capture the flag into like a main version of Overwatch, and we weren't
Oh,
really able to do
supremacy!
it, but push kind of came out of that.
That went fucking
and
crazy.
we are
As
working
if they
on
like
another one
ended the
that
stream
I'm
with a banger,
really excited
and quite
about.
literally a banger because he
And
smacks
hopefully it's
it.
something that we'll be able to talk to our players in the community about later.
I love that.
Mercy's damage
Yeah,
boost thing
Always
also looks
play.
good from like
Yes.
Paul's
Oh,
perspective.
yeah.
Totally fine with me, and
Actually,
I'm sure the
legitimately
rest of the
like that
community.
the icon shows up as well.
well,
I assume that's
it's,
the same for Zen. I hope
Something
that is.
I've
That'd be
actually
really
kinda,
good.
like, found throughout the day, and, you know,
Yeah, I like some of the
things
Zen,
that's,
like,
a little bit
the way
newer
Zen
to
looks
Labyrinth,
now.
it's, like, the experimental card,
Yeah,
and
but the
some
HUD,
things are
the UI
there,
looks
and
awesome.
try
It
and
I
looks
like
so
it a
good.
lot.
that look
It looks
like
a
they
lot
kinda
cleaner,
made
is
their
what I'm
way
saying.
in.
Like,
I feel
the
that's
Zen-
a
Changed.
huge
They made,
tool for you
they made a
guys,
change to
uh,
recently as
really
well,
just
where
kinda
if
testing
you're
out
talking, like
the
a
agent.
character
saw
has
that,
like a
yeah.
thing
you
next to
know,
his
Jeff,
name.
I don't know.
Yeah, no one really noticed that, but I noticed that recently. I was like, oh, that's cool.
I noticed it literally the
Oh,
first game I
just-
played, like, we were all talking in chat, and,
Big
like,
Black
that Mercy
Sigma
fucking
is,
gets
like,
some of
in
these
battle
fucking
for us,
kills
like,
so
on the team,
disrespectful.
but, a lot of
Like, I
stuff is
saw,
really interesting
what's
that
it
you guys
called?
are
Like,
both
I was playing the first game, and we were like, wait a second, we got it. Like, we all fucking lost our shit over it, dude.
I mean, I feel like
Map designs are really good though. I can't get over how good they are.
The what, sorry?
Zero is just like,
Lines,
I don't
like
know,
they
this is
actually
kinda
designed
cool. Can we
well.
just, like,
They
show
look
this
really
to people
fun.
and get
I
their
want to play these
reactions?
maps.
We can't really do that. In
No,
fact,
they
we
just
talked
don't
about
look
it in the past that
stupid.
it's
Like
only
Havana's
maybe
just an
showing
absolute
more
joke of a map
stuff,
because there's
but,
no cover at all.
Oh,
Here
dude.
there's cover
Like-
and like ways to move around the map.
It's like I feel like the last 3 or 4 maps have all looked the same. Like they're just like overbearing, really fucking like hurting your eyes, like some fucking light mode all the time. Like
I said this.
So
It's okay, keep going.
literally I say like, is it Dorado the other one? Not Dorado, the other one. Havana and like the other new map or whatever. I can't remember its fucking name. I get them confused all the time. Like I can't tell you what points are what 'cause they look the same. Not Kanazaka, the other one. What's it called? There's Havana and there's the what's the other map? I can't remember.
Lunar Paris?
Not Paris. Ah, fuck it, whatever.
Payload net?
It's some fucking map.
Yeah, so
Yeah, Paris does look very similar as well. Actually, I have to admit. I can't remember what the other one is, but I'm trying to remember.
And then there was one question actually.
No,
just
but I said
about,
this when
the
Kanazaka
Overwatch
came out. I
devs
said
too,
like because they had a new map
has it
developer
been,
on
you
it,
know,
and I said this map
moving
actually
from
feels like
Nicole,
an
how
actual
Horizon
deathmatch map.
team,
Like
gotten over
Chateau
the years,
and Petra
it's
just
really
feel
grown a
really
lot.
stupid. Like they just don't feel like
work
they
from
are,
home is
you know,
a bit of a
deathmatch
mixed bag,
design
Yeah.
maps.
you know?
And then I'm
when
just
we
saying
first-
this is
when we
perfect because
first
like everyone was
started,
getting so angry
we were
over it. And I was
really
like, this is
worried
good
about
because
how
more
productive
than likely
the
Overwatch
team
2
would
the maps are going to
be.
be improved so
Never
much, and
something
rework
that
maps are
we-
going to
it's
look
something
so
we haven't
much
really
better
done
too.
before.
Yeah.
And this just like look at all the ways you can play like
team is
these
amazing,
situations.
and they
It's not
actually like really rallied, and I feel
you
It's,
like
know.
it's the
we
way
are,
I really like the way I'm
just
getting
as
lost in the map as
productive as
well.
we
You
were
know what I
before, and
mean?
in
Like there's
some
so
ways,
much. I'm like looking
we are
everywhere and
far
I'm
more
looking, oh, I could do that, or I could
productive
do that. You know what I mean?
things, you know?
Like
it's definitely there's
it
parts
looks
of it that
fun.
are harder, you know, like
I
we
do
don't
wish
all
maps had some
have
sort of like dumb
home
little
offices,
gimmicks that
you
weren't
know?
really
Like,
needed, but
I
like
just work in
kind of
my
there.
bedroom, you know, I just have to make
Like I
sure
remember
make my
on
bed every day
a Call of Duty
before
Black Ops
I
map,
go
they
on
made like this
calls.
hotel map, and they just
and
added
the
like
team,
elevators on
it's
each side of the
really
map,
grown. We
and it was
Yeah.
just funny to all like hide in the
kinda like
elevator, and when an
shipped
enemy comes, you just shut the
Overwatch
door.
1 when it launched, we were around 60 to 70 people.
Ah, get it out, get it
And I
out.
wish
team
they
has
just did something
continued
like
to
that in
grow,
Overwatch. It'd be
from there.
perfect.
I don't think we're at
I
quite
like
200
doors that you
yet,
open and shut.
but we just
I'd
keep
love that.
growing because
Like in
the
Apex
game
where you
that we're
fucking
making
well in
now,
Apex you just fucking break the
Overwatch
door
2,
down. Like,
it's
I
a
don't know. Fucking
much bigger game.
Yeah, it is kicking
than the
down.
original.
Oh, big stick. Nearly kit nuke
It's
done.
even a bigger game than like even when I started to hear about Overwatch 2, it was like, oh cool, like yeah, like this is gonna I want.
This has
another
been much
Overwatch.
easier to
And then,
watch with 5
like, just
players
kinda
on
hearing
each team. I'm
everything
just
that
telling you
goes
that.
involved
I'm enjoying
with
it.
with,
It's like there's less
PvE
going on.
Also,
and that's nice.
look at
all these
look at how
massive
this last
changes to
point is
PvP,
designed.
like,
It's good.
The scope of the game is so
Mm.
big.
Like
Yeah, it's
Oh,
huge.
yeah.
But it's
It is
really
good.
exciting working on something that has that many
Like,
aspects.
you look
at,
And the thing
you look at
that I like
Rialto's
about
last
it, and
point, and
hopefully
it's
what we're
literally
showing here today
down
is that
pillars.
we're able
That's
to
it.
work on something that's new, you know, and it
This
has
one
all
just
these
feels like
exciting
upgraded
elements, while
Rialto.
still
Yeah, it does,
focusing
doesn't it?
on what, like,
I was gonna say it
made
looks
the
just like
original
Rialto.
game great.
Well, not
we're-
just like it looks like a
we're-
better Rialto. Pretty
like,
Rialto.
hey, love or hate
Royale.
I love that
5v5, we
No,
are
stop
committed
it.
to like keeping the
Battle
PvP
Royale.
of Overwatch
Battle
as
Royale.
competitive.
Oh,
as
dude, this
possible.
shit
We
looks
are
so
putting
much nice. Like
so many
even the
resources
Mercy UI
into
looks
it.
so pretty. I can tell you exactly who I'm
Yeah,
fucking
just pushing the
boxing.
game forward.
That's
It's
great.
like all the heroes that you love from Overwatch.
I love that
1,
dev team have gotten a lot more
learnings
brave
from
to change
Overwatch
recently.
1,
Yeah,
just
same.
evolution,
I like it when they do
right? You know,
they get
pushing-
brave.
pushing the game forward, you know, coming
Especially
up
when we're
with
going from one game
new
to another. This is a time
ways
to
to
break.
play.
If you don't make
So
changes
this
now, forever,
transcendence makes
like
it
hold your
seem
tongue. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so Overwatch 3,
Yeah.
good luck.
Reaper did his dance on
Like
the
I said,
card.
it's good. I'm glad they're actually making changes.
That
They're
kinda
actually doing
concludes,
stuff.
I'm sure.
And it's like,
the
oh,
devs
they're
are
not
going
taking
to-
player feedback.
they'll
And it's
know
like,
who won and
I don't know.
lost.
They
I was not
kind of
keeping
just
score of
have
the
to do what they want to
matches.
do.
I'm sure they'll
Whatever
do
their
it,
vision is,
yeah,
they should run with
didn't
it.
keep
Like
score
at the end of the day,
of,
if you don't like the
of,
changes,
who
that's
won and
fine. There
lost,
are many
but,
other games of it.
just a really awesome showcase.
Exactly.
Of the
Like,
PvP side of the game today.
If you want to switch to
You
Apex,
guys
that's
could
chill,
just kind
man.
of
That's
give
what,
one
like,
lasting
let you have it.
message to like everybody out there who's
Where is
playing
Sigma?
Overwatch
Yeah, I haven't
1,
seen any
interested in
Sigma.
Overwatch 2 with all these PvP changes.
Like people are
today,
getting
what would
angry
it be?
because like
I
huge
guess
changes are coming
I'd
after like
say
playing the
thank you
game
so
for 5
much
years, or
for
like they put in
watching.
so much effort,
Um,
all that, and it's like
thank you so much for like
I
the,
mean,
the support
I
and the
fucking waited around for like the
communication, like
past
the
2
active
years for like
communication
content.
that
I
has
get
been
fucking
present
nothing.
from our
So
community ever since
everyone has their issues, but
even from
I want new
before
shit.
Overwatch came out. So
Mm.
one, I'd like
And
to
I feel
just
like the
give a
game is going to
heartfelt
be easy to balance too.
thank you
With
to everyone
5
that's watching
roles,
who's been involved
like
in our
5 characters
communities
each
throughout
team.
the years. And I also want to let you know that
6v6 is just an extra like
we-
way to balance. You know what I
we
mean? Like,
are
there's
still
more
listening,
balancing you got to do. The
and
5v5
we are
is like
still
easy. to fuck
taking
around.
feedback on this game. And
Yeah.
more than anything, we just want it
You
to
know, I
be
feel
the
like comps,
best version
any
of
comps can
itself,
work more.
that it can be, and we're committed to making it that. We come into work every day kind of like
cinematic, here it
passionate
it
and
comes.
excited to work on this game. Whether it's some of the things in hero mode that we're doing for the PvE side of the game, or whether it's the maps or heroes that we're working on for the PvP side of the game. So thank you all. Thank you for letting us build this game for all of you, because we love doing it.
Welcome.
How about for you, Jeff and Dion?
You're still
I pretty
listening.
much echo what Aaron said. Of course, thanks to community. I mean,
Yeah,
a
they
lot of
said that,
this
didn't they?
kind of changes, especially all this
Oh, I really want
experimentation
KFC.
and things we've done starting.
Don't
It's
Overwatch.
say
7 in
that,
the
'cause
morning,
now I
man.
want
Getting
KFC.
feedback from the
Fuck's
community
sake.
and hearing what people liked and didn't like, and hopefully that comes across. Also to mention that obviously, I think I've thrown it out a lot already, but this is all like pretty early work in progress still.
Oh, Doomfist
Still trying
changes
a lot of
coming.
stuff.
That's
There's a lot
cool.
of stuff that I mentioned
They say
that isn't
that.
even in this, so you can see that we're very
Yeah.
actively working on this stuff. So if you like see something like, you know, I see Doomfist running around and
Yeah, they
smash
say.
people against walls, and I can imagine
Like,
somebody like,
they
oh,
still
Doomfist
haven't
is
made
still
all the changes to
doing
all the
his, you know,
characters in the
stun
game.
combo kill, but,
Yeah.
Like,
There's no
characters
way.
I
look,
suspect we'll be making
literally
a lot of
look the
changes in
exact
for
same. Like,
example,
the only
especially
thing is, like,
releases and
Reinhardt has
stuff,
2 5 strikes.
And, like,
and,
it's sort of
Winston.
like
you
the
know,
double-edged sword of like
yeah.
being able to show you guys the stuff really
Like,
early is, you know,
they have to
not-
change so
not
many
quite done yet,
characters.
but,
There's
I think
32
it's been awesome to
characters.
really,
I mean, and then there's
you
going to
know,
be
try to
like
keep
6 more.
communication up and letting you guys see what we're working on.
Yeah, and I echo the same thing. We have a pretty incredible team working on the game, the character team, world building, QA,
Why is his room look so
production,
empty?
concepting.
Has he just
It's
moved in?
quite a crew. We love playing the game every day,
Who,
and we
Jeff?
look forward to
No,
getting
this
it into
the art
players' hands
director.
soon.
Yeah, no, I
Like
you know,
Jeff,
obviously
like
could have,
Jeff's
you know,
got stuff going on,
what
like
you
he's
guys
got a
and some
mirror
of the stuff
behind him,
like
like big
this, and
colours.
some
Like
of the other
fucking
members of the
Dion looks like
Overwatch
he's got
team, like your
he's
guys'
just moved into it.
passion to just make this game the best is something that comes through in every conversation. So really excited to see what you guys have in store for the future of the game. Aaron, what's next? What can the community look for? I think you guys have an AMA.
What's
going
next? Let's go.
Yep, we have one coming up in just a few days. It's going to be on the main Overwatch Reddit. Or subreddit,
The what?
sorry.
No,
So
don't
tune
worry, I
into
can't
that,
say it. We can't
and,
speak it.
I
You cannot speak
think
it. Don't say it. Don't
the
speak it.
three of us. Don't quote me on that.
He's signing up Dion for it.
I was like, oh, okay.
If it's not you guys, you just got signed up. I'll send the.
Aaron, let me know.
Yes,
I am
sounds
not
good.
looking forward to going to
Yeah,
Reddit.
we'll send the
Clicking on Reddit and
invites,
clicking on
get
our
everybody in
Overwatch,
here
'cause that's
counting,
not
like we did this
Oh,
morning.
bless the devs. They're gonna have to read through all the
Definitely
backlash.
needed for that. But yeah, and then we have Overwatch League
That's sad.
kicking off again tomorrow. We'll be discussing a lot of the things.
Overwatch
that we're
League!
talking
I
about
feel like
Cringe.
it feels kind of sad saying this, but I feel like they're used to it at this
That'll be it
point.
for
Yeah.
us. Follow Play Overwatch on all social medias to stay up with all the latest news for Overwatch 2. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
I'm excited, dude. Monkey!
Here it comes. Cinematic. Oh, damn
Blah,
it.
blah, blah, blah. Nothing else. I mean, they did just say PvP, and they threw some maps. Talked to us about 5v5. Like, I guess they won't show us much else today, because obviously this is like more about how the game's going to be played in PvP. I guess the stuff for casuals is like going to be in another stream. Or like fucking, they're going to like slowly like drip feed us stuff like you know, cinematics and whatever else. Oh, get fucked, Lumpy. Hey, Lumpy got smacked. Well, Frogger, thank you for joining me.
Yeah.
Good bit. Ah, fucking Frosty Feet. You fucking shots shit, man. There we go. Imagine whipping
Nah, I'm
your
actually
shots.
I'm pretty happy. I don't really have any complaints because,
Yeah.
like I said, it's still a fucking work in progress. People fucking. I mean, people are upset over the 5v5 change. It's understandable, but
I just fucking, what's it called? I just want to play it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just want to play the game.
I don't know. The 5v5 change is really like, it's like people are angry, all that shit. But those same players would like be the same type of people to be like, oh, just adapt, lol.
Yeah.
And it's like when something changes and they're not happy with it, they just suddenly lose their shit. I think it's a treat to watch people fucking get angry.
I can understand why people would bait this sort of, you know what I mean? Like, I'm excited. I'm not gonna let anyone take that from me right now. Like, I mean, I'm excited. If the game turns out and it's fucking dog shit, you know what? Fair play. Like, but at least I was, you know, I'm not sitting here fucking foaming at the teeth about it. You know what I mean? Like, the game comes out and it's fucking shit. All right, fine, go next. Apex time. You know what I mean? Or like fucking Valorant 5, whatever the fuck comes out then.
Yeah, I couldn't really, you know. Oh my god, Junk, what are you doing?
Any Aquamarines in the chat? I mean, what is Arna doing? Fucking walking straight into a soldier.
No one's played the game yet. Like, we haven't played the game yet. I can't really give my like proper opinion until I've actually played the game. When I played it at the BlizzCon, I still had a lot of fun with it because it still felt fresh and smooth, even though there wasn't like a crazy amount of changes. But it was literally a new game mode, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, this is great."
I mean, at the end of the day, it's Overwatch. We all fucking love Overwatch.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people, I've seen a few people, like, even before today, like, complaining, like, oh, Overwatch 2 won't bring anything. At the end of the day, bro.
Yeah, and a lot of
I
people
kinda
would
like-
probably think, like I'm just fucking praising the devs or some shit, or I'm just being, like, an annoying little shit, but, like, I am so fucking critical of this game. Like, I'm, like, complaining half the time. I'm actually legitimately excited, because it's different. It's something new. I'm so sick of playing 2-2-2. It's so boring. And, like, role queue is so incredibly boring, but, like, something different is going to be good for the game. I don't know.
Yo, Flower Boy, what's up? I don't know, I enjoyed that stream. That was good.
Yeah, that was good for 2 hours.
Yeah, that was a long fucking stream. 5v5. I don't know, bro. I haven't played it yet. The stream is very long for what it's shown, but I'm excited to same, actually. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Overwatch 2 news is here. Join us as Matt, Mr. X Morello, and Mitch Uber Leslie. I want to see what...
What, did you open Twitter?
$60 patch, 6+ years of development, very early foot on silencing.
What?
Oh fuck. That's pretty good. 5v5 is a good idea and you can't change my mind, real.
Oh, Seagull suggested trying 5v5 Overwatch like a year ago.
Seagull strikes again.
That was when 132 was like a thing. Because 132 felt like just deathmatch.
Look, it's me.
No, I feel like solo queue 5v5 feels far more rewarding too. Relying on 5 other players is a nightmare. Relying on 4 other players, I mean, not as bad.
Yeah, not as bad. Like, less room.
Kind of
for
the
error.
staple in most. It's kind of the staple in most games too. 5v5.
I think it's better. Like 5v5 is good. Or 1v99.
But I feel like with 5v5 as well, you can like carry a game more. You know.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
like you are gonna
someone
have
really
more of an
laying it down.
individual impact on the game.
Yeah, like tanks can, like one tank can just absolutely hard carry, or like the supports can really hold down the fort, because it's like relying on 2 tanks is an absolute nightmare. Like it's really annoying, especially from like a DPS or a support perspective, because tanks like do so much for the game. And it's like only having one of them, it's a different story. I feel like. So like, I should have wrote stuff down.
I'm gonna bow out now because I need painkillers and a headache. Have a good time. We'll see you later live. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Is that a emote not here? Which one? What, Crook Meltdown? I think it is. Let me... I can't remember what the fucking actual, like... Hold up. Better TTV. If you hold me tight. How do I get to it? Dashboard. It's Crook Meltdown, all caps. There it is. Yeah. Approval notes. I literally commissioned it myself. Good bit. I don't know. I'm kind of excited, me. I want this game to be good. I don't know. Like, again, like I've not played it yet. I can't tell you shit. Like,
my take is that off-tank players will be fine in Overwatch 2. Exactly. Like, there's still going to be same thing with like projectile DPS and hit scan DPS. It's the same story. Shit.
Chat, what do
majority
you
of the time,
think?
I feel like main tank players are still going to be like playing like Ball, Hammond, Reinhardt, Winston, Orisa.
I'll be
and then,
honest.
like,
Sorry, you go. Sorry.
nah, it's cool. But that's really it.
I'm really excited to see how they're gonna like adapt Ball to work in a I know, Bull and Hog and that sort of thing to work in a like one tank environment. That's gonna be really interesting. Okay, I'm seeing positive stuff coming back from this. I just sort of said like, look, we haven't played it yet. I'm excited. Go. And like, I'm seeing some positive stuff coming back. People are like, yeah, I'm excited too. I just don't know what the fucking game's gonna be like.
Yeah, here's the thing. Everyone wants Overwatch 2 to be a different game, but when they make changes, everyone gets pissed off.
Yeah, like I want the game change, and like we change it, and they go, oh, not that. It's like it's literally that fucking shit, dude. You know that fucking SpongeBob meme where the fucking kid's screaming like with his ice cream? It's like he's like screaming, and the fucking dad's like, you said you wanted ice cream, and he's like, yeah, but I want this ice cream. What's it? Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up, bro. Kid crying, ice cream, SpongeBob. This one, dude.
But I don't like pistachio.
Then why did you ask for it?
Why did you ask for it? That shit